Yeah, we back. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more unboxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Comment. Stream King has returned. Stream King has returned. Yeah. Shout out to Australia. LJ. LJ in the place to be. Mike from remember me? It's Mike from Michigan. Shout out to Mike from Boston. We about to just get this thing smoking. We're my boxing fans. We got some stuff to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Mike. Look. I'm just warming up the mic, waiting for the notifications to go out. Yeah. Alright. I don't care if you mob deep, I hold trick is the cruise. You little fucks that got money stacked bigger than you. Yo, this is a good idea. We gonna talk about it. Yeah, Dana White said the same thing. Hey, Dana. Bring me the fucking boy. We about to get on that grimy early 90s. We about to cook him. He said, old media is so frustrated. Hey, you said it. I'll be in Vegas. The kid will be in Vegas. Let's get it. Deontay the Braun Bomber Wilder, the face of boxing. Oh my God, look. Y'all see that. Wilder Ortiz. I told you I'm a problem. They can't solve him. Vegas is about to go down. Heavyweight action. I don't think Wilder fought there since the Stavern first fight, and he a lot bigger since then. No pun intended, but he look a lot bigger since then. Yeah. Old media been on the way to the casket. LJ said they are so frustrated. It's funny at this point. They just saying crazy stuff, and I know they're gonna be mad at this news with the PBC belt, but we're gonna talk about it. Where y'all at, City State Zip? Where y'all at, City State Zip? Rep where y'all from in the comment section. We gonna do it like this. Shout out to South Central LA in this bit. Good stuff. Ego fight's gonna be lit. Cali kids represent. Like E40, the ambassador. Shout out to the BX up in this. Rest in peace to Big Pun. Where y'all at? Shout out to the Shy, but we ain't shy. That's SHY. We ain't shy, but shout out to the Shy. 323-617 SWAT, Houston, Texas. We about to swat them like flies. Shout out to Australia, baby. 619 San Diego, Tampa. Oh, Florida up in here. 813 from LA to the Bay to LA, and you know that California, the Golden State, and goddamn we great. Staying in Seattle area, Washington. Oh, you got a little bit of rain. Omar Nunez got some rain up there. Hey, you said you was the other Omar that I was looking for in them comments, but you wasn't him. Shout out to that Third Ward H-Town, Houston, 71 Tree. I see y'all. 757 VA. We don't play. Give you a place to lay. Oh, we gonna talk about this stuff. I found it funny. We had the same name. Yeah, that was funny. He said, it's me, Oscar. And someone's like, he's here. Yeah, you ain't the Oscar. Shout out to Chicago Garfield Park Boxing 215. Shout out to Ego. Shout out to Carl Hawkins. We above your head like them Hawks then. Birmingham, UK, Birmingham, England. They up in here. 513 Cincinnati, Ohio. We got some haters watching. How you know, LJ? You spot him, my shooter shot him. How you know, LJ? What, they hit the dislike button? They mad, bro. They mad. We the new drip. We the new wave. Death Row East. And the ground has been paved. Rochester, New York. You ain't a killer. Shout out to Rochester. 585. Smash the like button. The haters is mad already. Listen, that's my cue to get this party started. What's up? A lot of stuff to talk about. I want to go live. Talk about it. I will be in Vegas live next week. CPT 310. Shout out to Compton. Bompton. He said haters gonna hate. It's in their blood. I know their great granddaddy was a hater. New Media Houston. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Northeast in the chat. Phoenix in here. 504 Uptown. You heard me? You heard me? Uptown in it. Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. All right. So, DAZN reporter Mannix has an interview with like the executive VP or whatever, like basically someone who works for Fox, an exec, and he uncovered some things. He explained on their podcast or whatever why Terrence Crawford, they're not really, giving him no shine, putting him on the network and recognizing. They said basically it don't have nothing to do with Crawford. It's the WBO belt. They not fooling with that WBO. And if you watch boxing, the WBO has historically been like a HBO belt and a top rank belt. Like you look at Jamel Herring has the WBO, Crawford got the WBO. Like if you look at the natural course, it's been usually on, like it hasn't been a PBC fighter. You get what I'm saying? It hasn't been like PBC fighters historically haven't really, unless they became undisputed or something, or unify with somebody, but more often than not you don't see them. Top ranking ESPN's coverage is suspect as Fox and PBC killing them. Bro, they don't want to listen. I said what I said. People gonna believe what they want, but we gonna see. In the words of Drake, and we gonna see. They can say whatever they want, but you would not know what's going on. Shout out to Tupac. But you would not know what's going on. PBC is attempting to do something innovative and different that could change how boxing is like digested, I guess you could say. And some people, like, basically, if you're picking sides and all that, and you're not on the side of PBC, then you're gonna be mad, and if you have allegiances and stuff. I'm happy. I like it. Dana White was talking about coming to boxing and doing the same thing, and I told you the same thing. This is before the PBC news. I said I'm gonna give Dana White a try. I want to see what he's talking about, and I'll explain why I like it. This is funny to me because at the end of the day, boxing is the only sport that, because we have no commission, no unilateral commission that controls the whole sport, no governing body, it's like the Wild Wild West. So oftentimes we see fights that should have happened that waited. Wilder, Joshua, Mikey Garcia when he was undefeated versus once beaten Lomachenko, and they haven't manifested to this day. So if PBC innovates in a way to the point where fighters don't have to pay sanctioning fees, and these companies, like, different sanctioning bodies with the belts changing rules and making rules and stuff, maybe, just maybe, we can get the best fights versus the best. There's no real structure right now. So I'm not mad with all the news that's going on in boxing. It's just like the UFC. If you coming off a hot performance, because they control all the UFC, Dana White and them, you got to get smoked with the other ranked people. That's just basically the structure. You could call it a monopoly, whatever you want. Uncle Pennybags, whatever you want. But that's typically the case. Like, I've seen guys like Daniel Cormier go up to heavyweight, then he got to fight somebody real in his next fight. He got to fight Stipe Miocic or whatever. You know, that's what we've seen. Nate Diaz was doing well, called out Jorge Masvidal. It's a fight the UFC fans wanted. Masvidal was coming off a badass BMF 2019, destroying Ben Askren, setting the UFC record, 5-second destruction. Knocked out Darren Till. Got in a fight backstage. You know, they were buzzing and booming, and now you've seen Canelo take a backseat to UFC 244 because of the presence that they had made for each other, or for that fight, and for their individual brands this year. I think it's funny as hell. I'm glad. Another reason, Eddie Hearn is one loss away, a Joshua loss, from having a stable that is not really recognized in America. You know, Rematch Room, they don't have one fighter that is bigger than Joshua. They don't have one fighter where they just don't have one fighter that's recognized in America like that. That's just what it is. You know, you can get mad, oh no, he gonna block me, you know, all that extra stuff. But that's just what it is. If Ruiz beats Joshua, there is no other rematch clause. So there's nothing to protect Eddie Hearn and Joshua and make a trilogy, absolutely happen. Joshua's career is going to be in ruins. It's just a huge risk. Joshua must win this fight. That's what it is. That's what it is. He has to win this fight. If he don't, welcome to the David Price Terror Dome. You know, you're going to be in the same boat because you and your team try to rush it. Like, I really am, like, as time goes on, I don't know Eddie Hearn personally. I've interviewed him, talked, you know, stuff. I'm really starting to question if he really cares about his fighters, though, bro. Because Joshua, he need to sit down. He need to sit down. Like, you have a good fighter, an Olympic gold medalist. He could come back from the Ruiz loss. But to expect him to come back in 4 months and complete what he needs to complete, like, he can't even have, like, this, I don't know, man. It's a big ask. Even if he beats Ruiz, let's say he beats Ruiz, which I don't believe. But if I'm wrong, I'll get on here and tell you what happened. But listen, I don't think he beats Ruiz. But even if he did, who believes that he's going to beat Ruiz easily and look great with no resistance? Like Mayweather Canelo, like, he just bop, bop, bop. And bro, I can't even see that remotely happening unless it looked like some Canelo Kovalev FAF stuff. You get what I'm saying? So to me, Joshua has a small margin of error. He has to look spectacular. So a guy who struggled with pressure since he's been, you know, booming and big and all that is going to have to go in there and produce like a masterpiece. Otherwise, I feel like his stock is already dropped. You know, if he goes in there and gets dropped a couple times and then comes back and stops Ruiz, that's not good enough. That's not. Joshua was the considered, you know, potential face of boxing. He was considered the best, you know, to some people, the best heavyweight. It's over for all that. If he don't look spectacular, it's over for all that because, you know, part of Mike Tyson's aura and allure was how menacing he was. But after the Buster Douglas fight, that brought him back down to reality. So, you know, I'm questioning if Eddie Hearn even cares about his fighter because, like I said, and Joshua, and it's so funny, Joshua got the slave mentality to me. He got a slave mentality because he's sitting up here and he's allowing somebody to steer his career, dictate his career. And I understand being a competitor, but you got to be smart. Who cares if people like? I wouldn't even be mad at Joshua if he start taking auto wildlands and stuff, because that's what you need after you get stopped. Amir Khan got stopped by Danny Garcia. He didn't just go after Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. That's foolish. He didn't fight Danny Garcia in the immediate rematch. You got stopped. Amir Khan didn't fight Canelo. He fought, after the Canelo knocked him out, he didn't fight Canelo again. He fought Phil LaGreco. That's what you're supposed to do, at least for a fight or two. Take some time off. Eddie Hearn got this man going right back into it. Eddie Hearn got Jacobs fighting somebody who dodged a Avada test, and he ain't in the clear with Nevada State Athletic Commission. You just bounce around from state to state, seeing who will sanction it. Why you got Jacobs fighting a man who's not even in the clear? And, obviously people are going to speculate what's good. Why didn't you do the drug test? And you got this man fighting. You promoting it like we supposed to forget about all that. Extremely weird. Extremely weird to me. So, with all these different things going on in boxing, I'm not mad at the PBC trying to create a belt. You can say, oh, you love PBC, whatever. Yeah, I'll be at PBC fight next week. I'm not mad at them trying to create their belt because here's the thing. Eddie Hearn acting like he want undisputed, but now when Joshua is one click away from being irrelevant, now he's talking about Usyk got dibs on the winner. You get what I'm saying? So if Ruiz wins PBC, he goes back to his side, Al Heyman PBC. Wilder's over there, so obviously he has to win versus Luis Ortiz. We could really see Ortiz versus Ruiz or Wilder versus Ruiz should they both win for undisputed. Eddie Hearn trying to get Dillian White an opportunity, trying to say Usyk's the mandatory instead of allowing undisputed for boxing, and even Top Rank, they're talking about Pulev. Ain't nobody want to see no damn Ruiz versus Pulev. Like I get the fact that guys work hard for mandatory, but this man just fought a sexual harassment case, Me Too case and stuff. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Pulev didn't even look good in his last fight in Fresno. And promoters trying to get in the way of undisputed just for their own pocketbook. Ain't nobody trying to see. If Ruiz knocks out Joshua again, who wants to watch Ruiz versus Kubrat Pulev? Bro, he's just coming off a haphazard performance in a Me Too case. Ain't nobody trying to see that. So that's what's happening in boxing. Top Rank or Eddie Hearn or whatever, if they not a part of the action, if it don't benefit their fighter, then they're like, nah, we gonna get in the way of that. We gonna prolong. We need our mandatory shot. So I don't blame the PBC. They got the stable to do it. See, the other people, like other promoters, are probably gonna be mad at this because unlike the UFC and PBC, they don't got enough stable to really do only in-house fights and belts and stuff like that. So PBC from old media, you're gonna see like flack, but no one else has a stable where they can just make, like, okay, put it this way. If I'm lying, imagine Lomachenko's career and he could not say anybody's name outside of Top Rank. So he could never bring up Gervonta Tank Davis. Bro, that's like 90% of his promotion. That's like 90% of the conversation. Meanwhile, Tank, there's people within his own, seed or whatever, with his own umbrella that he can talk about. Like Leo Santa Cruz said he wants to fight Tank. Abner Matas if he comes back. Tank actually has people he can fight where even if he doesn't mention Lomachenko, there are reasonable fights for him to talk about. And we know that's not the case. Like, Terrence Crawford, I love him, skilled. He's a dope fighter, but he don't have no one as good as him that's his contemporary on his side. It's just what it is. In fact, some people think his fight with Mean Machine is one-sided, and they like Richard Comey Teofimo better. Meanwhile, Errol Spence, even if he ignored Terrence Crawford and doesn't even mention him, he could still mention Danny Garcia, Sean Porter rematch, Keith Thurman. I still would want to see the Keith Thurman Spence fight. Pacquiao. You see? So yeah, PBC people are gonna get mad at it because they realize that they have the stable to do it. Errol Spence could fight when he comes back, obviously, but when he comes back, he can fight Ugas. That's not a bad fight. Some people thought Ugas beat Sean Porter. So you get what I'm saying? Why did y'all block Judge Jury? I don't understand. I don't understand why y'all blocked him. He was talking to me and he got blocked. Come on, I think you in the wrong for that. I don't know why you blocked him for that. Man, I'm about to start pulling badges. Y'all got to get this together. I'm tired of these people emailing me and stuff. See, y'all don't know what I go through, bro. People, they threatening me and shit because they getting blocked and like, I don't have time for it. So y'all gotta make executive decisions that you really think, bro. I keep telling you guys, to the shooters, if it's a real troll, they can't help themselves. Emotions will get the best of them. Let them say some junk for a minute, and you're gonna know who needs to get blocked. Because again, a troll can't contain themselves. So they're gonna tell on themselves. Just wait. Like, y'all blocking people and what they're saying is not even like super unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta stop, fall back on that. You know who's trolling. You know who's there shouldn't be a babysitting. Ego, they threatening you. Oh yeah, bro. I get, I'm gonna knock you out. You block me. You gonna block me, bro. All right. I'll be in Vegas next week. Yeah, bro. They hot. Bro, they hot. Oh, that urine dude, man. Whoever he was, bro. He found me on Instagram, Twitter. The urine dude from yesterday. He was like, yeah, bitch, yeah. All right. Remember, because I said that urine, I was like, oh, you urinal cake. I don't even know what I said, bro. These dudes be going crazy. I don't know, bro. Ego block me, bro. Yeah, slaved. Had 100 accounts and stuff, bro. I don't have time for it. Shooters, I'll pull everyone's badge. We'll start from scratch. Just please make my life easier. Anyway, I'm not even mad at PBC with that. I'm not, because like I said, it's bottom line. Boxing has proven to me to be every man, every woman for themselves. That's just what it is. Every man, every woman for themselves. If it don't benefit Top Rank, then Top Rank don't care. If it don't benefit PBC, then PBC don't care. If it don't benefit Eddie Hearn, then Eddie Hearn don't care. That's just kind of what it goes down to. Everybody's fighting for leverage and their own individual brand. And do you get what I'm saying? Like, you see it. Bob Arum be asked about Pacquiao, and okay, so Bob Arum had Pacquiao fighting a couple of dudes that in the last half of his career that were, nobody cared about those fights like that. And then he's fighting good fights over at PBC, and then Arum saying negative things, I hope Manny Pacquiao doesn't get brain damage. Like, brain damage though? Like, was he even in that position like that for real versus Keith Thurman, where it looked like he was getting brain damage? And like, meanwhile, somebody died on a Top Rank card, Maxim Dadashev. That was a Top Rank card that had, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Same thing with Andy Ruiz. Bob Arum talked about Ruiz when he had him. It was all good. What did Jay-Z and Too Short tell you? It was all good just a week ago. And then now when he talks about Andy Ruiz, he didn't fight Anthony Joshua. It was an imposter. It was a hologram. So Andy Ruiz didn't knock out the real Joshua. It was the Gucci Man clone. Man, come on, bro. So I'm glad PBC is doing this, to be honest. Ruiz, he fought the fake Joshua. It wasn't really him. AJ, he was somewhere else. He, like, I'm really supposed to believe this? Nah, that was Joshua. I seen him making them same faces he was making when Klitschko knocked him down. You know, looking like he getting electrocuted. Now, that was him. Same reaction when Klitschko dropped him. It's the same dude. Like he on a roller coaster and stuff. Like, what? Bro, I can't be no heavyweight fighter. Y'all trying to hit me hard as fuck, bro. I can't be no. Joshua will be going through it when he get dropped, bro. Like he in an electric chair, like the Death Row logo. Like, bro, I don't want to fight none of these heavyweights, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, especially Wilder. That motherfucker too. Nah. That motherfucker too untamed and shit. Wilder need to come out with his own cologne and shit. Untamed. Frustrated. Before I go out to the club, I spray on a couple drops of this frustration. Like, motherfucker got his own cologne. Frustrated, man. You go in there and getting wild club fight. Ah! Be at the club swinging up there. You mess around, use that Wilder cologne, be swinging on bartenders and mo bitches and bouncers, all types of shit. Hey, I'm not fucking with no Wilder cologne. You feel me? Hell no. That motherfucking Wilder cologne, how you, or if he had his own drink, bro, I'll catch a homie. Fuck that. I'm glad Wilder, stay the fucking boxing. Don't come out with, don't do no, you know how sometimes like Pacquiao or something will get his own Hennessy shit. Yes, it's up to, I have my own Hennessy. Like, Wilder, stay the fuck away from alcohol. Because if you come out with the Wilder Hennessy, bro, somebody getting shot and they're going to blame the Wilder hit. That's going to be their real life. Bro, you too wild, dog. That's going to be their real life. Like, the judge, why'd you shoot him? Why'd you shoot him? Yeah. You see, Your Honor, before I left to the club, I drank that Wilder Hennessy. And I was so frustrated because all the bitches at the club was ugly. So, naturally, when niggas wanted funk, I had to spray the whole plate. I had to do like Shine. Like, hell nah, bro. Wilder, stay away from alcohol. Like, let Diddy do that Ciroc and all that, bro. I ain't drinking no Wilder alcohol. Motherfucker, what? Take a shot and fuck around, catch a body. Take that one shot. Oh my God. This place is dry. I want to catch a body so bad. Nah, fuck that. Motherfucker yelling bomb squad in the airport and all types of shit. Hey, you gotta chill with that Wilder drink. Motherfucker. Where's Wilder? What is he gonna do, bro? We gonna make kids books? This motherfucker wild maniac. He gonna do kids book talking about school bullying. So on Friday, after several days of being bullied, Johnny decides that he want to stand up to the bully. So the bully come up asking him, he asking for all of his lunch money. And Johnny has had it. Johnny bites down and hits the bull. He balls up his fist out of pure frustration. Like, bro, I am not reading no Wilder kids book. That motherfucker, what? That motherfucker kid book talking about bullying and punching. And then Johnny, he hits him with all his might and knocks his tooth out. So he toothless like Rufus with the one toothless. Oh, hell nah. This kid book went left, fucking around with Wilder. Bro, how is it your last name actually pertains to who the fuck you are? Like, motherfucker, that's a coinky thing. That motherfucker gotta stay true to my last name. Wilder, I'm wildly knocking these motherfuckers out. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, bro. Imagine wearing a clothing line that says Bomb Squad. Hey, bro, you tripping. They ain't gonna sell that at no fucking Target and like Massimo and Bomb Squad, bro. You finna have the SWAT team and TSA, all types of bitches on you and shit. Motherfucker got a Bomb Squad shirt on. Hey, hell no. Hey, I was actually live streaming at the airport covering the fight. It wasn't a Wilder fight. And I was talking about Wilder and I almost said Bomb Squad, bro. They would have kicked me off the plane like Kovalev. Fuck is you talking about? They was trying to kick me off the plane, bro. If I would have said that, I was like, I even said it on the stream. I was like, ooh, shit. Ooh, you know. Hey, real brother, what's up? I meant to pin this. The thing that happened was you left a comment and it was funny on my last video with Carl Froch. And I went to pin it and I actually accidentally deleted it. So you got to rewrite your comment again, bro. And they don't have no undo button. So your shit gone. In sync. Gone. There you go. Baby, gone. Yeah, your comment is gone. I accidentally deleted it. My bad. I was trying to pin your shit because it was funny. Call me ego. I'll talk to the cops for you because, man, they ain't going to accept that. Your name is Proud African. They finna hit you too with a billy club. Oh, yeah, you want to be a proud nigga, huh? Oh, shit. You finna get it worse than me, bro. Your name Proud African. You finna get... Sprinkle some crack on there. Oh, what? He said, I'll talk to the car. All right, you talk to him. They finna shoot you too. You finna be Denzel the trainer day when them Russians came. King Kong! Nah, I'm just playing. I don't even know what's going on in the comment section. Anonymous, hey, you tripping? Hey, but anyway, I'm not mad at PBC. Make them belts. Look at the UFC. They did the BMF belt. People liked the matchup. The Rock came and, you know, dressed the winner with the winning belt. Blah, blah, blah. And people respected it. So what's the difference? See, there's going to be a lot of people like promotions and people like media people who are paid off by some of these promotions and stuff. They're going to be real mad. They're going to be real mad and, oh, this is just bullshit. Oh, my gosh. I seen this coming a mile away. Well, good. Because it's coming, according to the Fox VP. Bro, I don't care. I like it. You know, these fighters paying like $250,000 and bro, that's how much some of these sanctioning fees are, $100,000 and crazy shit like that. And then sanctioning bodies change and make up their own rules, like the WBC recently. It is what it is. So Devin Haney's earnestly working towards a real true title shot. All of a sudden, he gets his belt in the mail. You're no longer on the radar for Lomachenko. Same thing with Charlo Canelo. So if the PBC, let's say Devin Haney was signed to PBC and they have whatever, a tournament or whatever they're trying to do, then you don't have to worry about stuff like that. You know, I just want to see good fights, bro. Oscar De La Hoya and Ring Magazine have a ring belt. Yeah, and you notice they always put fighters that they like, just old media stuff. Canelo, okay, it's over, bro. It's over. Old media is through. It's over, man. Notice Carl Froch has nothing to do with it. I just did a video. He just said Canelo Kovalev, I wasn't impressed. He said I wasn't even impressed. I wasn't impressed by it. I wasn't. He said I had Kovalev winning up until the point, but let them tell it. Canelo looked superior and superb, and that performance moved him from nobody's top 1-2 spot to the number 1 pound for pound, including Ring Magazine. You see what I'm saying? Like, how did a performance where you didn't even look good put you at the top of the list? That's like Billy Joe Saunders. Would you move him up the pound for pound list? You ain't done nothing. You fought Marcelo Corceres and look horrible for 10 rounds just because you get a knockout in the 11th. That makes you pound for pound? Come on, bro. Saunders and Canelo's fights, both on DAZN, were actually very similar. The only difference is Canelo fought an actual name person, but it looked similar in the sense of the guys didn't look great. It wasn't their best work. They looked sluggish and slower, and they're in competitive fights for 10 rounds, and then they get this knockout in the 11th. How does that make you pound for pound? Like, pound for pound, like, that's why people are like, oh, how do you have Terrence Crawford pound for pound number? When is Crawford got whooped for 10 rounds straight, uncompetitively, and then just miraculously got a knockout? Bro, stop it. And please don't say Jose Benavidez, because I was at that fight, and I had Crawford. The first couple rounds were cool, but it was Crawford started pulling away more by the fight's end. You could tell who was winning the fight. Crawford shows real life separation. Canelo doesn't. When Canelo is up against the best name, or I can't even say Mayweather, because he got separated from his senses. So we know he didn't look good then. Trout, no real separation. Forget the open scoring. No real true separation. He only got the knockdown because of the open scoring, and Austin Trout needed a knockout to win, so he started fighting reckless and super aggressive. See, Canelo always has these like little boosts and stuff. Can I see a Canelo fight? No rehydration clause, no catch weight, no coming off a bad performance, in prime age-wise, no open scoring, no bad judges scorecard. You get what I'm saying? That's what we keep seeing. There's no way. Canelo definitely ain't gonna be the face of boxing when PBC do this, because what man, come on. What's DAZN gonna do? They're gonna make the DAZN belt, and you gotta pay $20 a month to watch it. Bro, it's a wrap. Y'all, I don't see it looking good. And see, that's the problem with DAZN. I don't think they even thought out. I don't even think they thought out. You're like hiding our champions. Not everyone has your subscription. Like Charlo Harrison, you can just be basic cable and be bumbling through the channels, sifting through the channels. You could be sifting and randomly stumble on that fight, right? You can at least, the Fox pay-per-view for the Wilder fight next week, but you can at the very least see good promotion for that fight and be sifting through watching a football game and frequently see the tie-in. Where it's like, oh, what is this trailer? Who's this heavyweight dude? You get what I'm saying? DAZN ain't airing on TV like networks and stuff frequently. I've seen one commercial. Actually, I didn't even see it. Somebody screenshot it and sent it, or they like filmed it and put it on Twitter. It was during one football game, and it wasn't even an exclusive. Man, DAZN needs marketing help. DAZN, all the money you giving Golovkin and all them, y'all need to drop me a bag, because somebody needs. You need some help with the marketing. This is a very delicate sport, and that's just how I see it. But anyway, I don't see frequent DAZN commercials or tie-ins to DAZN fight. Even bro, DAZN market. Who is in charge? Like, what billionaire got behind boxing on DAZN and said, "Yeah, I want to keep spending money," and allowed this stuff to freely happen? Like, right? Like what billionaire investor is like allowing his money to be played with in this fashion like this? You got to give it like, okay, the one commercial that I seen somebody else put on Twitter was during some kind of football game, regular season game. And it said it's fight season on DAZN. And it wasn't even pertaining to one particular fight. It was just, it showed Joshua Ruiz and Joshua get knocked down, Canelo, Triple G. Why? Why don't you at least tailor make like Canelo Kovalev? It was before Canelo Kovalev. So that you could have been like Canelo Kovalev, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe for the back 10 seconds of it say, also coming up on DAZN, Joshua Ruiz, blah, blah, blah. They didn't even have dates. The commercial that I seen, he said they got Batman investing. I hate IC, bro. Yeah, Bruce Wayne must be doing it. Tony Stark. Bro, they didn't even put the date. Like, how is that going to turn people on to boxing? Like, oh, this looks good. When is it? Bro, DAZN, they do all this weird social media trying to be hipsters and all this. They're not even putting time zone. When's this? Why I got to go to random Google searches to find out when Nonito Donaire Inoue is fighting? Right? Why they don't have no time zone like spreadsheets showing when Joshua Ruiz? And listen, I know what I'm saying is true because a lot of what I said, watch it. I say it, somebody's watching. I say it, and then some of these improvements, some end up happening. Somebody's watching, I'm telling you. All of a sudden, like I said, man, how you gonna have Canelo Jacobs and Andy Ruiz Joshua in the same billing cycle? So people can watch both fights for $9.99. And you raise the price thinking that you got over on the public. Bro, it's getting so bad. DAZN is like sending me emails telling me to get back on DAZN and all this stuff. Look. It's like, man, look at Sylvester Stallone. It drops next week. Get back on DAZN. Right? And it's showing the price point. It just looked really desperate. But even more desperate is in the price point, they're virtually false advertising. I'm going to show you. This is the email that DAZN sent out to me. Annual $100 a year, save nearly 58% off the monthly price. You know? See, they had to make the monthly price an ungodly amount because they don't want people in and out. You know, like my mom back in the day when I was a kid playing, she'd be like, you better, like, I'll run in and then go back out and then be like, oh, I forgot a toy. So I'll run back in the summer and she got the AC on and stuff. She'd be like, if you come back in the house, then you staying in. Ain't no in and out stuff. This ain't in and out burger. But anyway, so they made the monthly price an ungodly amount. You know, more than anybody else. Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, ESPN Plus, HBO Now, all that, right? Because they want to tax you for coming in just when Canelo's fighting and stuff. So that's why it's a 58%. If you just lump sum and no one else has a price scale like that where you save that. Like, okay, for example, Disney Plus is $6.99 a month, right? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some simple math. Disney Plus, I just purchased it. It would have been $6.99 a month, so $6.99 times 12, it would have been $83.88. I bought the year in advance for $69.99. So yeah, it's a $13.89 saving over 12 months. So basically, I'm saving a little bit over $1.15 per month by buying it. But with DAZN, you're saving 58%. Bro, come on, bro. So I just bought Disney Plus, which just came out 2 days ago. I bought it for a year, $69.99. Right? I'm saving $1.15 as opposed to, for something like that, I know I'm going to get my money's worth. Disney owns so much. So I just paid them the whole thing because I already looked at the titles that they had available and stuff. So I'm like, cool. So I'm only saving like a $1.15 or whatever, as opposed to buying it monthly. But with DAZN, if you do their monthly versus their annually, you're saving 60% basically. So that shows desperation. Anyway, but here's where the false advertising. Full access to all live and on-demand content. You get all fights plus Canelo, Triple G, Joshua, Ruiz, and more for a full year. Bro, like I told you, they are clout chasing Andy Ruiz. How you get Andy Ruiz? Why did you even include Andy Ruiz's name and then follow it up right after Ruiz says you get this for a year? How am I going to get Andy Ruiz? I love watching Andy Ruiz. How I get him for a year? Why are you even including him? He is not a DAZN fighter. That's false advertising. That is bad business, bro. They're clout chasing the Hispanic, Latino, Mexican community this bad, this desperately, and this flagrantly that they keep attaching Ruiz and even shaming their own fighter. Bro, look at the trailers. Joshua's on all fours, getting punched up and knocked down. You're showing a Hispanic, Mexican American fighter from a rival promotion destroying your cash cow, and Joshua looking all crazy and spitting his mouthpiece. This is the edit that your DAZN editors thought would be reasonable. Yeah, so we're gonna show our reoccurring star, and AJ don't have an exclusive contract with them, but yeah, we're gonna show him getting mopped up and spitting his mouthpiece out and getting stopped. Yeah, that'll be a good look. Let's showcase it, bro. They trying to clout chase. They trying to get Latinos to be like, oh yeah, my boy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? It's so obvious. They said, bro, look, this is an official from DAZN. You get all fights plus Canelo. What you mean? Look at the wording. You get all fights. That make it sound okay. So I get Wilder Ortiz, bro. Whoever is in charge of DAZN marketing is trash. They're trash, bro. The Disney Plus bundle is cheaper than DAZN by a long shot. It's $12.99. Bro, it says you get all the fights. Bro, what all fight? You make it sound like you get all boxing fights. Canelo, Triple G, Joshua, Ruiz, and more for a full year. Okay, so I get Ruiz for a year, even though he only has one more outing with December 7th with Joshua, and if he wins, he's out. They have no additional rematch. So why did you even put Ruiz's name? Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're clout chasing. Bro, this is terrible. And you notice they don't have no opponents. It's not like you get Mayweather McGregor. Bro, why don't you tell us you get Triple G versus Camille Sesmeta? Put that in the email. Bro, they're flagrantly out here. Tell her, hey, you get a bunch of YouTube fights. Let's be real. Just put some real stuff. Say, hey, if we can pay him, you might get Bad Baby versus Whoa Vicky. Right. Put the real scoop. Put Bad Baby versus Whoa Vicky, because I heard they trying to box, do a rematch for $1 million. You know DAZN gonna be all up on that. No head guard, real mouthpieces, 2 bitches fighting. Bro, what? Whoa Vicky and Bad Baby. Oh my god. Bro, they say you get Ruiz for a full year. All right, so when Ruiz make a comeback in April, I get a Ruiz fight on DAZN. Man, stop it, bro. You just false advertising now. You get all fights plus Canelo, Triple G, Joshua, Ruiz, and more for a full year. Oh, okay. Bro, they putting Ruiz on the poster and stuff like he parted it. This is sad. This is sad, bro. Look at this. This is the email. Canelo potential opponents. A bunch of motherfuckers he's not going to fight next. Look, this is how they're trying to lure people in. Oh man, Canelo's gonna rematch Jacobs and Charlo. This is how they're trying to get people in. Come on, bro. It doesn't even make sense. Put your real fights. Put for $100 a year. You probably about to get Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. You're gonna get Triple G versus Camille, says Meta. Ruiz, after he dusts Joshua off, he going back to PBC. Put the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You're going to put all these hypothetical fights. This is sad. This is literally sad. Whoever is in charge of marketing is doing a sad job. Bro, you talking about all these hypothetical fights. Like, I never even understood why boxing does that. Why does boxing show all these hypothetical fights that you know aren't going to happen and they're not making any attempts to make it happen? And then you're only setting your fans up for disappointment. Do you get what I'm saying? Look, potential opponents. They got Canelo right next to Andrade. They got look, bro, this is low key like false advertising, bro. If you don't have no intentions. They're going to put Canelo right next to Andrade, the black channel. Bro, look, you got him next to 3 black dudes that he ain't finna fight next. You got Canelo next to Andrade, Charlo, and Chris Eubank. Come on, bro. The black channel. Like, come on, bro. Look. You got Caleb Plant, for real. Billy Joe or Canelo finna fight Caleb Plant and Caleb Smith. Man. I mean, that's like, to me, I can't even understand the logic. Like, you just setting yourself up for failure, bro. Look. This is DAZN's actual... Look. Oh, for real? What if Canelo versus Masvidal? You just gonna clout chase like this and put Masvidal? Look, DAZN. What if? Oh yeah, bro. You want people to talk that desperately? So I know Masvidal want to work. I ain't really heard Canelo say too much about it. Not that he wouldn't fight Masvidal, but do you think this is gonna happen on DAZN? So let's talk about it, bro. You did a whole graphic talking about Canelo Masvidal. Who's he gonna fight next? The Rock? That's gonna happen? Wesley Snipes? Like, come on, bro. So Canelo doesn't like his promoter or is at odds with De La Hoya. Dana White doesn't like Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo was made to take a back seat to UFC 244. Post-fight, Dana White's like, man, this is crazy. I couldn't have even dreamt this. MGM called us and said, yo, hey, Dana, we need a favor. You know, they're going crazy in this MGM. Can we play your UFC 244 fight? And of course, we said yes. So you think, and he's like, De La Hoya is a weirdo. Just a weird effing guy. Blah, blah, blah. So does anyone believe with all that going on that Masvidal, who just won the BMF title on UFC and made Canelo take a back seat, his event with Nate Diaz made Canelo take a back seat. Does anybody believe DAZN can get that fight on their platform next? You cloud chasing. It's not a good look. Hearn moving forward. It said Hearn is really moving forward with Jacob Chavez. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, all of this is just throw away the whole marketing team, bro. You begging Latinos to get Canelo, Chavez, Jacobs. You got this, trying to clout chase this man's success. Dana White don't even like Oscar, so how's that gonna happen? Why would Dana White put his UFC fighter who just won the BMF title in a boxing match on your platform that just bowed down to him in his event, and do Golden Boy or Oscar, a guy he doesn't like, do that type of solid for him? Why would he do that? What benefit would it be? Like, so Canelo is an awesome boxer, right? So he has a chance to beat a non-boxer, MMA fighter turned boxer, calling him out. So why would Dana White allow that? It's not no huge, massive fight like that, like Mayweather McGregor. So why would he do that? And he don't even like De La Hoya? Come on, bro. This is crazy, bro. But wait, there's more. Hey, they gotta do something. Hey, you gotta do something, baby. And it's so funny. So Joshua Ruiz price went up in the UK. The Andy Ruiz Joshua rematch pay-per-view will cost £25 basically. Sky Sports box office, a price increase from the normal pay-per-view. They trying to cash Joshua out. You see how they charge him more? So it's going to cost more money. So Sky Sports box office, they made people pay for the YouTube KSI Logan Paul. They're increasing the price for Joshua Ruiz. And the UK loves it. They love spending their money on this. So enjoy that. Michael Benson. Bro, it's looking bad. Michael Benson of Talk Sport, a UK reporter. Despite reported interest from DAZN, BT Sport have retained the UEFA Champions League UK TV rights from 2021 to 2024. It been claimed that DAZN were eyeing a move for their first UK rights. However, BT saw off all competition in a deal worth roughly pound 1.2 billion. So basically a popular football league, right? In the UK, their lease or their contract was up, so they were eligible to be purchased, like somebody else could purchase the rights because it hadn't been renewed. DAZN, who they're not interested or they're not invested in the UK, like you can't get DAZN in the UK for boxing because Sky Sports handles the boxing end. Double dipping Eddie Hearn. So to make a splash in the UK market, DAZN was trying to get the rights to this newly open sports league. But then BT Sport reacquired the rights in a massive risk that they're saying was worth 1.2 billion. So basically, big bank take little bank. DAZN didn't get the rights to this UK, so they have no programming in the UK. Bro, this is a terrible look. If you are popping, if you look at, let's say rap, let's say the baby. I do what I want is good. I'm a young CEO, I'm sure. You know the vibes. He's hot right now. So he's going to be on Post Malone songs. He's going to be doing performances. He's touring. His Instagram is growing, right? If you popping, you popping. The fact that DAZN is not securing the rights to NFL, NBA, and obviously in America, those are tied to existing contracts for the most part. So those, we already knew that was going to be hard to acquire, because Dish Network and, Comcast and all these other people, DirecTV and all this stuff, or Time Warner or whoever, have deals with the NFL and NBA. So they haven't been able to get that, which we knew was going to be hard. NBA, NFL, NHL, or MLB, the most popular sports in America, right? They couldn't get that. Then they were interested in making a play for the UK league that's popular, get some money there. They just got outbid and lost to BT Sports through 2024. So Champion League is a tournament. Okay, thank you. It's a tournament that people watch that I'm sure gets good viewership. They were going to make a play for that. They just lost that. Bro, their boxing programming ain't the hottest. They ain't put on the hottest fight. They just put on a YouTube fight that crushed every number that they said that they ever done. I don't know. The profitability don't look right. So when you can't acquire rights to stuff, that in essence to me kind of means you're not the hottest. Because if like you just look at the Patron pizza, you couldn't get like a more massive U.S. chain. I never even heard of Patron pizza until DAZN partnered with them. You get what I'm saying? Simon, lots of terrestrial UK channels have lost bidding rights to BT in the last year or two. I don't give a shit, bro. You trying to cape and take away from the message. BT Sport, they got their bars up. They got bread. Cool. So the bottom line, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You talking about UK channels. That means they're networks. DAZN ain't a network. That ain't a channel. This is a streaming app. How do you produce longevity, and how are you here to stay if you can't land the most popular sports around the globe? That's it. And then in the boxing world, your events like Canelo, your biggest star, his star power is minimizing. So you want to sidetrack people with whatever. UK channels have lost. Okay, but they're actual channels, and you're not saying no names of what channels. So anyway, back to what I was saying. It's not a good look. You're trying to secure more rights to things, and you can't land the deals. That's it. That's the bottom line with it, boy. Like Disney owns everything. They own ESPN, Hulu, a bunch of movies, Marvel, right? Big Bang take Little Bang. They winning right now. They own so much. You know? DAZN, you know, their biggest fight was a YouTuber fight, per their own words. You know, I just don't understand how that'll work. You make a play, or you're interested in making a play, and then you lose drastically to BT Sport. These aren't good looks. You guys can make excuses and whatever. And then, like I said, for me, part of they mad at Wilder. All right, bro, let them say whatever. I'll be at the fight. I'll be in Vegas, and you tell me what it's looking like. You tell me if people are interested in the fight and if Wilder's a star. That's it. I ain't got nothing to prove. I said what I said. Bro, how come, like, okay, that doesn't concern anyone, that DAZN's trying to make, they have $1 billion per Eddie Hearn per year. They have the biggest budget in boxing, yet we haven't seen the results of that. I've seen more Fox PBC promotion on national TV and billboards and stuff than I've ever seen for DAZN fights. Right? That's weird. Fox has actual like sponsorships with big companies. DAZN has Patron Pizza. PBC has put on some very fun press conference. Who believes that the Wilder press conference is going to be weak? The Wilder face-off is going to be weak. Come on, bro. Canelo's whole build-up with Kovalev was weak. It was weak. They were acting like friends, and it did not excite. Patron Pizza. Y'all can say whatever you want. We gonna see. Bro, the end is near, and they know it. The end is near. You know, so once again, all I ask you guys to do, if you're on the fence about what I am saying, let's just hold those thoughts. That's it. But when the truth comes out, y'all got decisions to make, because I'm saying what I'm saying, and then there's people saying the exact opposite. So once again, when it's proven who was right, then you got some decisions to make. How do they keep getting it wrong? That's it. Do you want to keep consuming content from people who are purposefully misleading you, misguiding you, misinforming you, and constantly wrong? Yeah, I could listen. Notice I set trends. I say something. People are talking about. I said I was the first person that I ever seen on YouTube that just proclaim and denounce Canelo as the face of boxing. I said, I don't understand why people are just even saying it. It's a myth. Now you see people talking, whether they agree with me or they disagree. That is true power to get the conversation started. I said what I said. We are going to see. We'll see if Wilder if he sells more than 10,005 tickets in Vegas. You know, people, oh, Wilder's tickets prices were slashed. Okay, we will see if Wilder sells more than 10,005 tickets. We will see what the interest level on all the YouTube channels that cover Wilder or Ortiz are looking like. Like I said, so I like it. I welcome the challenges and, you know, people making videos about what I say, denouncing it. Good, do that. So in the end, when they're wrong, like they've been historically, then you guys got decisions to make. Bro, and the worst part about it is old media is so racist, stubborn, and they're stubbornly clinging to whatever philosophies or views that they have, that they know they're getting bulldozed, and they'll still try to go down with the ship. So enjoy that. All the trends support that Canelo is not the face of boxing. So let them keep saying, oh, yeah, Canelo. All right. So when Canelo's fighting Bubba Hotep or somebody that no one wants to see, and his crowds keep getting smaller, I told you, Canelo could fix this. He can show star power by fighting someone we want to see him fight. But then it becomes a massive risk for DAZN and Golden Boy. That is Golden Boy's only hope is Canelo. He's like the last pillar that really makes a lot of noise, you know, comparatively speaking. That's established. Ryan Garcia, he's popular, but he's not at the point and juncture of his career where he's facing the Devin Haney's or anything close to pay-per-view. In fact, he was on a co-feature as opposed to main event like Gervonta. You get what I'm saying? So he's far out for that. You know, and you can see it, man. The people know what it is. That's why they're saying stuff. Oh, Canelo's still getting paid. Ha ha ha. That's cool. He's supposed to get paid. He's a prize fighter. But, you know, this whole make him the next Mayweather is failing miserably. We've seen it. You never seen Mayweather publicly spat with Al Heyman. You never seen Mayweather take a backseat to UFC, anything, or any star from UFC. So it's a matter of time. The other thing with this is Wilder, he's just more entertaining than Canelo. Both in ring and outside of the ring. He's actually standing for something that people can get behind. Like, hey, that franchise champion, I'm good. You can overlook me, give it to someone else. Canelo accepted the franchise champion. So, like I said, you can try to remain oblivious to all these things. Even if Wilder lost to Ortiz, which I'm picking him to beat Ortiz, but it's a dangerous fight. Even if he lost, people will respect, like, hey, you didn't have to fight that man. He's still going to get respect just because he's willing to fight. Name somebody that sent a real contract with real terms to Luis Ortiz. And please don't say Joshua. Please don't say Joshua. Because I don't believe at this point, I don't believe what Eddie Hearn's talking about. Oh, yeah, bro, he did not have no drafted contract. He was talking to somebody through text message, emails, and trying to make it look. He was trying to reverse years of ducking Luis Ortiz for AJ and make it look like, you know, you smelt it, you dealt it type thing, bro. Stop it. Because here's the simplest of points. If it was really sweet, then Luis Ortiz was signed with Matchroom. He put him on the card with Joshua, but he put him on the card with Joshua against Malik Scott, against Dave Allen. If he really had that much faith in Joshua beating Luis Ortiz when he was undefeated, you had him. Wilder's the only person to beat Luis Ortiz. So how come you didn't have Joshua pull Luis Ortiz's card? So regardless of any outcome, Wilder will still get more respect. You know, I think he wins the fight. But, you know, you've seen what happened in the first fight. This is their worst nightmare. Their worst nightmares coming true. The guy you told us to hate, that you didn't think nobody would rally behind and stand up for, is now becoming more popular. This is their worst nightmare, especially the racists. They told you to hate this guy. They told you Wilder got chicken legs. They told you he got to go to the UK to raise his profile. They told you he needed to fight Dillian White. They told you he needed to go to DAZN and take $100 million. He did none of that. He didn't bulk up his legs. He didn't take the DAZN fight deal, right? He didn't fight Dillian White. He hasn't fought in the UK. He hasn't listened to Eddie Hearn. He didn't play Joshua's game. You know, he didn't stop when Joshua said, "Stop bothering me," and mentioning my name, or when Eddie Hearn is saying, whatever he was saying. What did he say? Deontay Wilder, clout chasing, whatever. He did things his way and still broke through the mold along with us, new media. So this is their worst nightmare. So there's going to be a couple scragglers because this is everything they fear coming true, especially against a guy like Canelo, where he was the guy, he was the man, he was the face. Bro, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Is MC Hammer the highest paid rapper based on some stuff he did in the past? How can you say MC Hammer is the best number one highest paid rapper based on some stuff that happened in the 90s? It's been a good amount since Canelo, a good amount of time since he did 1 million views. Multiple fights. Last time he did 1 million was against Golovkin 2. That was 3 fights ago. And his window seems to be getting smaller and smaller. His weigh-ins seem to be looking sparse. Block Steven. We got to get to this money. This what they hate. 919. Who that nation? Salute to the army and ego. Yeah, business brain. Tell him. So yeah, I no one's calling MC Hammer the highest paid current rapper. You guys keep saying that Canelo is the face of boxing based on what? Waiting for the UFC 244, having a weigh-in that wasn't jam-packed, and it's not even like you can only compare Canelo to Canelo. Canelo, compare his best works to his current works. So if he's still the man and still the face of boxing, then why isn't he doing what Mayweather has done and held a consistent attention span from boxing for years? His numbers are all dwindling. People are checking out like a library book. That's the problem. He said, and the winner is Ego. The Black Boys in the building. Yeah, the Black Boys. We the Black Boys in the building. Like I said, I love it. Don't follow none of the trends and just keep making up your own reality. Like I said, Wilder's doing admirable things, like saying, hey, I'm not interested in being a franchise champion. To this day, standing up for his people, standing up for the culture. Yo, people too! He's doing these things. He's taking on a dangerous foe. No excuses. High risk, but it also comes with a great reward. If people see you get through this Luis Ortiz fight again, bro, they know he was pressing Joshua. They know he wanted the immediate Fury rematch. Couldn't get them, still made his own way, going after a dangerous guy that hurt him in Luis Ortiz. Fox is backing him and helping promote him. Bro, they mad. They mad, I'm telling you. Bro, look. Rocky Fielding Flores paparazzi. Abdallah paparazzi. Bro, are these real? Like, is this real? Who is that? Who is Abdallah paparazzi? That sounds like ASAP Rocky. Like he would do a song with ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky. Who is that? We gonna see. Man, I ain't never even heard. That's what I'm saying. And DAZN got a bunch of cards like that too, where I'm like, who? Who? Like I'm not even trying to be facetious or funny. I'm really like, who? Like, who is it? Paparazzi and all this. Man, I'm really curious to see how it's going to be putting Wilder in that Fox engine. Bro, it's about to be a problem. It's about to be a problem. If Wilder win by a crazy knockout, Fox has just a regular. They're in the regular sports. They could do what CBS did when Wilder won on Showtime against Brazil. We gonna see. But I'll be in Vegas next week. Look. Yeah. Canelo, look. Wilder, Luis Ortiz. This man got almost 1 million views on one Luis Ortiz video from a week ago. It just keep going up. Look. That Fox engine working. Wilder Ortiz, 101 views. 5 days ago, less than a week, 469 views. Canelo was not getting numbers like this on DAZN. Trust me. Look, another separate video. Wilder behind the scenes, 529,000. Bro, we're not even in fight week. Imagine if it go ballistic and Wilder start saying quotables and all that. It's not even all that. You have to understand how the YouTube algorithm works. As the interest level picks up, they'll start recommending videos more and more and more when it's doing numbers on its own. We're not even into fight week. We haven't even entered the grand arrivals. We haven't had no fight week interviews. Notice how they go hard on Spence, but not Kovalev or Oscar. Bro, half of these dudes is racist. They'll be doing all that weirdo stuff. That's all you need to know. That's why they doing it, not going hard. Yeah, let's go hard on the guy under 30 for making a mistake. But guys who was grown men, 30, 37, 45, 47, let's not say nothing to them. Man, it's about to get a whole lot wilder. About to get wilder. We gonna see. I can't wait. I'll be in Vegas. Hey, and the other thing is Wilder look big, bro. I'll make an ego Weight Watcher video. Y'all want to see Wilder? Y'all want to see what Wilder's looking like? Bro, he look big. This is going to be a good fight. All right, Cursor want to see it. If y'all want to see it, could I get a hell yeah? Shout out to the shooters. Hey, unblock Quint. He wasn't talking. He was saying, he wasn't talking to us, I don't think. Unblock the Quint guy. He was responding to what I said. Bro, look at this dude. I don't know. I'll make a video about it. I don't think y'all could really see it because the light's kind of bright. But bro, he look kind of big. Hold on. I don't know. I'll make a video so y'all can see. But bro, he looking ready. He looking ready. Bro, he looking ready. Everybody support. I'm going to show you how we get down. Ego's Army. Make sure you get the fight. We going to see. Looking as big as LeBron, bro. He look lean, big, athletic. We going to see. And Luis Ortiz looks scary, bro. This is going to be a good fight. Wilder's a fool. He a fool for, like he's taking a huge risk. You don't even have to. He already knocked the man out. He could just let somebody else fight. I respect him, bro. He could literally just say, oh, No one else fought him. I fought him. I knocked him out. He fighting this dude again, bro. Canelo ain't doing it, bro. Canelo fought Kovalev, who almost got knocked out by a guy who don't even spar. Wilder the face of boxing. Wilder the face of boxing. And the funny thing is, he said, notice how fans talk all that old stuff with Ortiz, but nobody wants smoke. Facts. Here's another thing. You know, Aaliyah, rest in peace. Aaliyah got a song, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Age ain't nothing but a number, right? Who looks older? Luis Ortiz or Kovalev? And I'm not talking about their physical facial features. I'm saying if you look at Luis Ortiz's last 6 fights and you look at Kovalev's last 6 fights, who looked older? Like performance-wise. Man, that man Kovalev looked like he was right there ready for retirement. You get what I'm saying? Like, Kovalev got stopped twice, 3 losses, almost got stopped by Yard. Who looked older? Man, who care about the actual age? That's like saying, oh, but Tavoris Cloud was younger than Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, but Bernard Hopkins schooled him. Who looked older in the fight? Bernard Hopkins didn't look no 51 or whatever age when he beat Tavoris Cloud. So what are we talking about? Kovalev looked rusty before the Canelo fight. And this is what your Lord and Savior is choosing. Bro, this backfired on Golden Boy so bad because they thought Canelo was the man where he could just pick and choose and he had this built-in fan base. His popularity is shrinking, I'm telling you. People are hip to the games. He's on a platform that rather promote a YouTube fight more so than his. Bad scheduling. Messed up the Mexican date. You know, the quote-unquote Mexican date. He's supposed to fight in September. They messed this whole pot up. If Canelo, I think Canelo, if he would have fought in September, it would have did better than it fighting November 2nd. You know, because you can at least pacify it as, you know, Mexican Independence Day weekend. Bro, they messed this whole thing up. But even that is not even a good excuse just based on the fact that he failed a drug test last year. So he fought Rocky Fielding in December. 20,000 people. They said they had 20,000 people in the crowd. It looked packed. But his last fight sold 10,000. So you've depreciated, you've declined. That's a 50% drop, bro. What are we talking about? Bro. Okay. Wilder versus Brazil. They can't win, bro. It's over. I went to Wilder, Brazil. It was at the Barclays. It did like 12,000, 13,000 seats. Who believes Luis Ortiz in Vegas is going to have a 50% drop in attendance? And it's going to be 6,000 people, 7,000 people, 6,500. Canelo had a 50% drop. They said he sold out MSG and had 21,000 or something. And within 2 fights, which is supposed to be a huge risk against Kovalev, why would you? Okay, so what is that? Man, these dudes don't know what they're talking about, bro. May I please assume the hot seat? I wish to raise an issue. What you got, bro? His name is Crafty. Watch it. It'd be everything but Crafty. What? What do you want from me? If you say anything that's ridiculous, I'm gonna immediately, bro. You got 10 seconds. What do you want, Crafty? He said Kraft mac and cheese. Man, watch this. Thank you for the opportunity. See, it's already a game. You already playing games, bro. Thank you for the opportunity. Just what do you have to say? Watch. Bro, I've been doing this too long. 8 seconds. But the chair is covered in Heyman. Block him. I told you. Told you. They don't even try to dress it up. They don't even try to dress it, or I guess that was him trying to dress up. Shooters, get rid of him. And still, I don't know what they think that does to me or my reputation or credibility, but whatever. No real argument. Little kid games. Okay. Sterling. Hey, did you get your account back? Someone said you got blocked or something. I don't know how or why. But yeah, that was horrible. But you see how I predicted it, just like I've been predicting all the L's that they was gonna catch this year. So anyway, we gonna see. You know, that's my time. Give me some harder work. I'll be in Vegas this week. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Stay plugged. Keep it locked on the channel. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a good one. Sterling, hit me up. Let me know. Try to fix your situation. He should say Canelo won't fight anyone his age, cherry picking at his best. And you know what the funny thing is? A lot of these dudes is racist and super biased. They'll say I'm biased, but this is everything that a lot of these same guys claim they hate about Floyd Mayweather. They say, oh, he waited for people to get old. He waited for Pacquiao to get old. Mayweather's older than Pacquiao, so that looks horrible, bro. He fought people off of their best wins, a lot of them. Ricky Hatton undefeated. Shane Mosley just knocked out Antonio Margarito. Broner almost got knocked out, dropped twice. Maidana clearly won the fight. You know, Cotto had to avenge his first ever pro loss. Canelo didn't fight Kovalev off of his masterful best performance. He got the job done, but he almost got the job done on him versus Anthony Yarde, who was an unknown. Anthony Yarde fought better than expectations because he hadn't fought nobody. So we've seen Kovalev do better against better, more established people like Andre Ward. Kovalev was not clearly the same. He did better versus Ward in the first fight than he did with Yarde. And that was a more accomplished person. So, anyway, they can say whatever they want. You know what it is. Canelo refuses to fight anyone, 30 years or younger that's in prime, that's been looking like better Biev. And see, the radical Canelo fans, they're not going to admit this, but come on, man. What does Canelo got to do to get some credit? Stop it. You know what he got to do to get credit. Listen, there would literally be nothing he can do that you would have to be the biggest hater in the planet to see Canelo stop better Biev like he stopped Kovalev and say he deserves no credit. You know that's not how it will go down. You know it. If Canelo knocked out better Biev with 2 or 3 punches, what could anyone say? Oh, he hadn't fought no one. You couldn't say that. He just beat Vodstick in the unification. And Vodstick came to fight. And had an amateur pedigree. And he beat Vodstick and Kovalev in the amateurs. There's nothing that anyone can say, and you know it. They want to play dumb, like radio. Radio. They want to play dumb. Like they can't understand, oh, what does Canelo got to do to get credit? You know there's a lot more guys that he would get a lot of credit for because they've been looking sensational. David Benavidez. How can you take away credit if he beats a 23-year-old man who's taller than him, has combination punching, has an amateur pedigree, just stopped Anthony Durrell, a 2-time WBC champion, 2-time division champion, or two-time champion at that weight with a good resume, fought Sakio Bika twice, blah, 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 won eliminators and stuff, comes from a famous fight family, the Durrell brothers, and he never been stopped. So you mean to tell me if Canelo knocked out David Benavidez in Texas, nobody would give him credit? See, you guys want to, you're making it look worse for yourself because nobody believes it. It's clear that you want Canelo in the witness protection program. It's so apparent. That's how you're acting all radical, like, oh, what does the guy got to do to get a little bit of credit here? Come on, bro. There's plenty of guys he could fight in his 3 divisions where he's a champion that he'll get credit for beating. So let's say I'm just making up weight. Here's an example for UFC, and I don't care if it makes sense weight-wise. I'm just using an example. So Jorge Masvidal, let's say he moves up and he knocks out, let's say he moved up and fought Nate Diaz, right? And he beats him coming off a great win over Pettis. Versus, or actually, hold on, let me say it like this. He could stay at the same weight, fight Nate Diaz, who just looked good versus Pettis in his comeback fight from a long layoff, and that was for the BMF belt. But if Masvidal would have moved up in weight and beat like Luke Rockhold or Chris Weidman, who definitely don't look like the Chris Weidman I've seen his last fights. This don't look like the Weidman that beat Anderson Spider Silva twice. He's been looking bad. Luke Rockhold just keep getting knocked out. You get what I'm saying? So these guys clearly look like a shell of their former self. So once again, it's cherry picking. It's an advanced cherry pick. You're disguising it as I'm moving up in weight, but you're also picking on somebody who's seen better days, and the world knows that. So Masvidal can stay his ass right where he is, fight Nate Diaz, or fight any of the top guys, and get more credit fighting able-bodied guys with momentum that have been looking good in recent fights at that weight, as opposed to moving up 1 division, 2 division, and fighting someone who's been looking like Luke Rockhold, who's been looking like Chris Weidman. They've got, like, Yoel Romero knocked him out and stuff. So it's not rocket science. If Canelo, there's people who've been looking sharp. If Canelo did any of that he did to Kovalev to anybody else, he would get credit. And y'all know it. So if he knocked out Caleb Plant, and this year we've seen Caleb Plant become a champion, we know he has a defense and he's slick, and that troubles Canelo's style with his slow feet. People would just say, oh no, he only beat Caleb Plant. We just seen Caleb Plant fight a bigger guy on the Pacquiao Thurman card and knock him out. He got surgery, so he has no injuries. He's looking swift. You know, we seen Caleb Smith, who looks like he's 6'4", 6'5", and he just knocked out Hassan Indam, won the World Boxing Super Series, knocked out George Groves. You have history with his brother, beating his brother. He wants to avenge that, right? You know Canelo would get more credit beating someone like that. So they want to play games, you know. It's just like the movie She's All That. I know that's an older school movie, but anybody seen the movie She's All That? She's All That. Here, I'll give you kind of the reversal. Anybody seen the movie She's All That? Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm the king of analogies. Y'all can't win. Watch this analogy I hit y'all with. I got heaters. Anybody seen the movie She's All That? Anybody? It's not that old. Like, dude. Okay, seen it. I think there's a little bit of a lag. He said Lainey was fine. Is that her name? Yeah. And that man said Lainey. That's hella funny. You remember the name. All right. So let me tell y'all. The premise of the movie is 2 popular jocks make a bet that one of the jocks can turn this girl into the prom queen. And she's supposed to be like ill-received, dorky, and dweeby, that, you know, it's like a mission impossible to fix her up. Right? So that's the bet. Rest in peace to Paul Walker. So Paul Walker's character bets Freddie Prinze Jr. that you can't take the biggest dork in school, this chick who's like awkward and off-putting, and turn her into something. Make her look like a bad one. Make her look fine. Make her look like a prom queen. You don't have that much clout. You don't have that much game. You don't have that much time. Right? So Freddie Prinze has to game her up. He takes the bet, and he has to make her look fine. And then by the end of the movie, she looked fine. But from what she started off, she was socially awkward and all this stuff. Right? The movie would be different if Paul Walker told Freddie Prinze Jr., oh, you see that girl Jessica Alba? I bet you can't make her look like something. She already looked fine. She already looked good right there. Like, That's not, you don't have to fix her up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, you see that Nia Long, Halle Berry, make her look like something. And they already look fine. They already look gorgeous as is. Vanessa Williams or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you see that girl Riri, Rihanna, make her the prom queen. That wouldn't be that challenging, right? Because she already looks like a dime. So in boxing terms, it's kind of the reversal. Canelo, we're saying make David Benavidez, make Charlo, make Andrade, make Caleb Smith, make Beterbiev, all guys that have looked a lot better, Caleb Plant, all guys that have looked a lot better, make them look trash. So it's kind of like the reversal of that movie. If you already have a girl who's fine, drop dead gorgeous, then that's not much of a challenge. Ain't nobody gonna take that bet. Like, oh, make this gorgeous girl a prom queen. That's easy to do because she's probably gonna get nominated for the prom. You know, you get Megan Fox or whoever, you know, people perceive as drop dead gorgeous. You feel what I'm saying? Selma Hayek, that's not hard to do. But if you could take this fucking dork, Screech sister and shit, and make her look like something, then I'll cash you out. So that's the same. That's the reversal for Canelo. What is Canelo gonna do to get credit? Make one of these guys who have otherwise looked really good in their last couple fights, make them look like you made Kovalev look. That's not what's happening. He's making Rocky Fielding look like Rocky Fielding, bro. Nobody thought he could beat you. They making Liam Smith look like Liam Smith. You know, he making James Kirkland get knocked out like he's been knocked out and hurt before. He making Amir Khan move up, no rehydration clause, stipulating him to death. And what happens, what you thought was going to happen, happens. Amir Khan, eat. Just what you thought. That everything I thought, I did a video, 7 reasons why Amir Khan shouldn't fight Canelo. And then the fight happens. Doing eat. Just like I predicted, bro. Come on. It's Golden Boy Canelo. Stop it. It's becoming far too predictable. And like I said, remember I said Canelo, he's losing star power. Now I see ES News in his gym. He back in the gym and he has exclusives and stuff. Bro, now Canelo, yeah, that prima donna stuff ain't gonna work. You gotta be more accessible. You gotta try to, you know, keep your brand popping in the meantime, in between time. Now all of a sudden Canelo got people in his gym. And not for no media day, just to hang out, just to watch him train. Man, come on, bro. You know what it is. That man's star power is dwindling. Dwindling. I told you, I was like, man, Canelo got to just kind of get out there and like market himself and, you know, just kind of be what he's marketed as, like the A side. Now all of a sudden he got people in his gym doing exclusive when he don't even have a fight come out. Since when you know the Canelo to do that? You know, just be trained. I'm not saying he don't train. He probably does train. But when you know Canelo to just open up his gym and have YouTubers there for non-media days and stuff, man, come on, bro. I told you we control the narrative. Winston Barker, homie, I commend your vision and your work ethic. Every day you destroy old media along with living your truth. Boxing is how we see you, but the real ones understand it's bigger than boxing. #respect. Winston, much love. Appreciate that. Man, like I said, I'm a man before this boxing stuff. So if my manhood got to go or boxing got to go, then boxing can go. Straight up. I love the sport. It's done great. Got me out of it. But I ain't finna just say whatever just to be saying whatever. So if that's what you expecting, then this ain't the channel for you. This ain't Berto. You dealing with the real one. This the real one. He said Canelo's star power is a solar eclipse. Yeah, man. Canelo just got to get out there and be more accessible and, you know, and actually see Canelo got that bag. And he thought, and DAZN too, they gave him that bag. They thought it was just like built in. Oh, he just got this built in, you know, Mexicans and Latinos and blacks and everyone just going to gather up and we don't got to promote really. They overstated that than a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They thought Canelo could just sit back and just be Canelo and Iowa was born red and look mad all the time and not promote and take selfies with Kovalev, and his star power was just, so inherent that he was just gonna do crazy numbers. Bro, get off that. That's everything starts from now. It's not what the game is going, it's not what the game is heading. And like I said, we're gonna see. Like, I commend Deontay Wilder, bro. Deontay Wilder is one, if not the realest champion in the business. He always says he is, but he probably really is, bro. He is accessible, he is personable, and he don't act high and mighty. You know he's making money now. He don't act like that. He don't act like no diva. He don't act like high and mighty, above thou and stuff. Even shout out to my dude Eric. But remember the me and Blue was in the car with the dude, and y'all was saying he's the Wilder hater. Blue got a video where they talked and had, he's like, oh, this is dude, and Wilder's just who he is. Everything is as advertised, bro. Wilder, he don't forget where he came from. He'll give 78 in the interview and not act like, oh, I'm Deontay Wilder. I was on Miami Vice and Magnum PI. So, bro, he a real one. He not like, oh yeah, franchise me up. I want that franchise, bro. He still cares about the people. He still cares what the people, how he's received by the people, and he got money. Money ain't everything, bro. Shout out to Bob Marley, bro. Bob Marley, he was like, the guy was like, yeah, you're extremely wealthy, and Bob Marley's like, what you mean by that? And he's like, yeah, you're just real rich. And he was like, what rich? What is this term, rich? What you mean by that? And then the guy was like, oh, you just got a lot of money. You sold a lot of records. You got a lot of money. He's like, yeah, I don't have them riches like that. He was like, that's not rich to me. Shout out to Bob Marley. Go watch that interview. He's like, yeah, what you talking about? Like, he checked the reporter, whoever that dude was. He said, that don't make you rich. Being a staple head for your family, being a figure in your community, being an upstanding citizen. These are things that can help make you rich. Your virtues, your principle. He's like, that, I don't have them type of riches. I don't have that. What stop your audience, That ain't rich. People just talk, oh, Canelo's still eating. All right. Let him eat. And DAZN gonna eat that fucking bill. You hear me? Yeah. Oh, Canelo, he's still eating. Yeah. And DAZN's eating this deficit that they in. So, yeah, let Canelo eat. Yeah. Canelo, my boy Canelo's eating. Yeah, and DAZN's eating that tab, eating that bill. When 10 people should have chipped in for the Denny's bill, the Mel's Diner bill, and then 8 of them dipped, and it's just you and one other motherfucker looking at each other like a FaceTime, trying to pay the rest of the remainder of the bill when you short. Yeah. So yeah, let Canelo eat. I ain't never hate on a person getting money. I don't hate on that. But is his legacy eaten? Are the fans like entertained? Are they buying into him more? Yeah. Oh, my boy, bro. These dudes is groupies. They straight up groupies. They saying that like Canelo's sharing the money with them. Oh yeah, my boy Canelo. He don't know you. What you mean, my boy? My boy Canelo. He make that money, man. Like you act like he going to the California check cashing with you and finna break you off like Eddie Reynoso and stuff. It's like, you ain't Eddie Reynoso. Bro, you Eddie, he don't know you. You ain't no Eddie Reynoso. He don't knows you. You daddies. Let me stop, bro. You daddy don't knows you. What the fuck? You ain't no Eddie Reynoso. He ain't cashing you out. You talking about, bro, y'all be weak. Y'all weak. Boxing full of cowards. Bunch of, not the sport, not the fighters and athletes and trainers that risk their life. I'm talking about the people, media, fans. Y'all weak. Y'all weak as hell. Y'all don't stand for nothing. A lot of y'all. And be weak. 7 days. Some of y'all be 14 days, 2 week bars. Let's get it. You just be weak. You don't have to stand for nothing as a man or a woman. Had no principle. Bro, they really sat up here and said Mayweather McGregor ruined Mayweather's legacy, career, ruined the sport of boxing, and was up here, had 2 YouTubers scheduled to fight for half of the rounds and try to make it look like it was, the thing to uplift. Oh, just give Logan a chance. Give KSI a chance to show you that they're taking it serious. Shout out to KSI and Logan Paul. They look like they at least tried and trained. I'm not even mad at that. But I'm mad at the media. I'm not mad at them. I'm angry at the system. I'm angry at the machine, the vehicle, because y'all put up with and put everything in the headline. I'm Pac when it comes to this shit. Bro, I'm not mad at them. I'm angry with y'all. I'm angry with media. I'm angry at the system because y'all know that's wrong. Y'all know it. Oh, yeah, Mayweather McGregor, he ruined his legacy. And then the same people sat up here and tried to convince us that this was somehow uplifting Devin Haney and giving him some exposure. Bro, stop. I don't see none of these teeny bop, Hanson, bop looking motherfuckers checking for Devin Haney and Billy Joe Saunders more so. If you was checking for them before, you checking for them now, bro. Period. Yeah, these motherfuckers is playing fidget spinners and Fortnite and Doom and all types of weird shit, hacky sack, and you think that now all of a sudden they screaming out Billy Joe's name. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. But if DAZN come out with that Whoa Vicky Bad Baby fight, then they're gonna be right back in them seats. It's a whole different crowd, bro. Eddie Hearn greedy. He tried to intermingle and intertwine 2 different crowds. Shout out to my dude Sterling Patterson. Hey, why you subscribe on this one? I thought you want me to free your other one because you was a member on that. But whatever, it's up to you. Props to my dude Sterling Patterson, bro. There's a reason. Like, you guys can say whatever you want, but there's a reason that outside of like buffets, food place, you have Chinese food places, Japanese food places, Hawaiian barbecue, Mexican food, soul food. There's why don't outside of like buffets, which are, you'll find more individual restaurants than you will buffets, where it's all encompassing. There's a reason for that, because you can make a living just selling Mexican food. People are desiring authentic Mexican dishes at a taqueria. You know what I'm saying? They want soul food. That's why don't you see often you don't see the Chinese spot or Japanese spot and they got collard greens and all types of shit. The Black Channel. Who wants chow mein in collard green? Bro, there's a reason for that. Because it's profitable on its own. It could do what it need to do on its own. DAZN and Eddie Hearn, he tried to mingle 2 different genres and make it look like, bro, that's like people that like Blade with Wesley Snipes. You're doing a Blade movie, and then the people that like Twilight. These are different crowds. Just look at the crowds. The motherfuckers I know that like Blade, they be selling dro and shit. They just like regular dudes and shit. The people that like Twilight, motherfuckers I see people with pale skin, painting their skin and gothic and emo looking and shit. We're talking about 2 different worlds. That's like Eddie Hearn trying to mingle Dawson's Creek, cast with Boys in the Hood. Ain't nobody want to see this dumb shit. Keep this shit separate. Separate but equal. Let's take it back to civil rights. Ain't nobody want to see no damn Dawson's Creek cast meets I don't want to wait for these boys to be over. Ain't nobody trying to see. Hey, you want to see a dead body? Hey, white boy, you want to see a dead body, bro? Ain't nobody trying to see that. Fucking Menace to Society starring, meets Dawson's Creek. Man, get the fuck out of here. Old dog slapped shit out of somebody. Hey, I got these cheeseburgers. Bro, he'll slap the shit out of one of them Dawson Creek people. Katie Holmes have a train ran on her, bro. What the fuck? Ain't nobody trying to see this stupid ass shit. Yeah, Dawson's in the hood. Yeah. Bro, the UK, get out. Just get out. Like the movie. Get out. Get out of America until you study and know what you doing, bro. This ain't the UK. We do shit different. Ain't nobody want to see Backstreet Boys on death row. Tell me why Suge Knight is on the balcony. Ain't nobody trying to see this dumb shit. Motherfucking in sync at death row. It's gonna be me, bro. I'm gonna leave. This shit trash. The fuck? Bye bye when you give it up. My son crazy, but take this shit off. Motherfucker, you got Snoop talking up out of there. Hey, JT. Ain't nothing but a gangster, boy. Man, take this shit off. NSYNC got their own fans. Snoop got his own shit. I don't want to hear no fucking gin and juice and it's gonna be May and all this bullshit. UK, take these weak ass, bro. Go watch. Take these weak ass, non-American ass ideas out of here. It doesn't work. We live raw. Go look at the Joker movie, rated R. Did $1 billion. We like that gutter shit, bro. Bro, we like that. We don't do fucking Mr. Bean and all this other weirdo shit. It's a bro, put Mr. Bean in the theater with the Joker. Mr. Bean getting fucked over. Joker finna slide Mr. Bean in them box office grossings. Ain't nobody trying to watch no Rowan Atkinson and all this shit. What the fuck? Man, these weak ass ideas. Eddie Hearn just be doing, we're doing tetherball boxing. Man, what the fuck is that? What is some tetherball boxing? So you got to throw a punch and then roll into the tetherball. And man, what the fuck is tether boxing? Man, you untethered. Take these weak ass ideas out of here. Come back correct. I told you, everything goes through new media. Yeah, DAZN got darts and shit. I ain't watching no motherfucker play no darts. You got me fucked up. I'll be on Pornhub before that. See, I'm just the realest out. Ain't nobody finna, I'll be darting in your bitch, bro. I got shit to do. Yeah, that'd be the real dart. Let me dart over to your bitch house. The fuck is you talking about? Ain't nobody trying to watch no goddamn. So he's lining it up for the bullseye. Like, if you don't throw that fucking dart with the motherfucker playing horseshoes and shit, ain't nobody doing this shit. I'm trying to watch Neighbor versus Stepson or whatever the fuck on Pornhub, bro. Take me to the hub. Neighbor meets Stepson alone, bro. What? I'm the realest out. Where Neighbor versus Stepson at? Ain't nobody, bro. I tell you, I watched that before I watched some crochet and all this other shit they got on there. Nah, fuck that, bro. They got weird ass shit. Motherfuckers setting up their routers and shit. I ain't watching that shit. So he's gonna try to establish his Wi-Fi connection. Okay, he has a cable modem. He got that situated. All right, no. He took the yellow Ethernet cable. He has it plugged in, bro. I am not watching this motherfucker install a router and see if his Wi-Fi work in the fastest time. Man, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all leave me alone. I'm not watching all that extra shit. I got shit to do. Motherfuckers setting up routers and shit. All right. The Cat 6 cable is fucking plugged in. Now he's going to test it. It works. The Wi-Fi is connected, bro. A Wi-Fi comp? These motherfuckers got a Wi-Fi contest? Bro, sign me up. I know how to set up Wi-Fi. I'll fuck y'all up. I'll watch me set it up in the fast. I'll disconnect this shit right now and reset it up before y'all even know what happened. Y'all better stop playing with me. I told you. I'll interrupt. I'll disconnect this stream right now. Wi-Fi. I'm the king of Wi-Fi. I got all the Wi-Fi. Yeah. I got all the Wi-Fi. Yeah, this motherfucking weird ass content. fucking Uno sweepstakes, Old Maid and Mother May I. Man, this Mother May I content, get this shit off. Hey, Mother May I used to go hard back in the day. You know, I know kids can't read and all this stuff now, but back in the day when people used to actually play outside, Mother May I was raw. You know, red light, green light. I was raw at red light, green light. I used to hate it. This motherfucking hating ass, Takashi ass snitch, always gonna have red on your turn. It'd be a girl that he like and you like the girl. He gonna keep giving her green light so she get right close to him and he gonna keep saying red for you. Nah, bro, I'm gonna punch you. How you gonna keep giving her the green light? He motherfucker trying to scoop on the pussy, bro. What? Red light, green light, man. Red light, green light, some bullshit. And Mother May I. How you gonna have one person dictate all the terms and shit? Take one itty bitty bitch ass baby step. Like, why I gotta take the bitch ass itsy bitsy spider baby step out this motherfucker? And then you gonna give the person you like, okay, 3 leaps, 3 Neil Armstrong Apollo 13 leaps. Why he get the leaps? Why he got the one great leap for mankind and you got me doing this itsy bitsy spider bullshit? Bro, I'm gonna fuck you up when I get up there. Hey, that Mother May I go crazy. That Mother May I go crazy. I'm the realest out. It's okay. He said manhunt. Bro, you wanted by the feds. What the fuck is manhunt? This motherfucker had. Hi, I'm John Walsh and America's Most Wanted. What the fuck is manhunt? I don't remember. I don't know. What's the rules? This motherfucker was on America's Most Wanted. AMW. This motherfucker AMW. This motherfucker said manhunt. Yeah, To Catch a Predator was a real fun game. What? Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Hey, Chris Hansen. They need him as a boxing promotion. He need a boxing promotion club. That motherfucker will pull up. He'll get. I want to do it. That's what they need. Listen, I got all the ideas. DAZN, holla at me. Y'all gotta cash me out though. Get Chris Hansen to do them face-offs. That's fire. Like, look, can you imagine? Kovalev, Canelo. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Kovalev, what were you thinking on that plane? Sit down. We need to talk. Yeah. What did you drink today, Kovalev? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, we need Chris Hansen on the case. See what Kovalev been drinking. You know. Bro, that Canelo fight, I still keep thinking about it. That shit look FAF. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if you unsubscribe to my channel. I don't care. That look fake, bro. That look weak. Every time I keep thinking about it, it get worse. This man Kovalev don't throw no power shot at all. How you give a contract? I said the same stuff, bro. I still feel the same way. How before he loses, you give a contract to the loser. Hey, if you get your ass beat, we're gonna give you a couple mil to stay on our network. That don't make sense, bro. Since when do losers get rewarded with anything like deals? How you get a deal for losing? You know what I'm saying? And losing bad by knockout. Like, it's not like Eminem in the rap Olympics, you know. There's several different levels. The devil worshiping horses head, human sacrifice, cannibalism, candles and exorcism, animals having sex with them, camels, mammals, and rabbits, but I don't get into that. I get that. It ain't like that. Like, you just lost, but you was still spitting flames, and then, you know, you still got Dr. Dre. Hell yeah. Call her how she ain't home. She with Aftermath. Like, this is no. You gave Kovalev, who could have went back to ESPN, a deal to fight on your network, and he got knocked out. And you did it in advance, bro. You didn't wait and he put up a valiant performance and then say, oh, we want him back. You gave him this shit. That shit look cap, bro. Shout out to Ricardo. Crime Watch Daily. Where's Dillian White's B sample? Yes. I love it. Kovalev has one of the best jabs, and he threw pity pat jabs the whole fight. Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened to Kovalev, bro? Just what happened, bro? Like people can have coworkers that they work with routinely, a fellow full-time coworker, and you see them regularly. So when they look a little bit green in the face, you're like, "Oh, are you cool?" They look mopey. You can decipher and distinguish. I'm, morning sickness. I'm on my period, because you can see that. You work with them on the daily, and you notice they look depressed. They're moping around. They appear to be sick. Something appears to be on their mind. You can see that. All of a sudden, Kovalev looked horrific, gets knocked out by a smaller person with 2-3 punches. Bro, Eleider Alvarez had to drop him three times, and his eyes weren't closed. Eleider Alvarez is bigger than Canelo, right? And Canelo just has the magic sauce where he just like strings up the perfect punches at the right time that can only affect 175ers. Come on, bro. That Golden Boy tried it. They tried it. This is gonna be an epic. It's gonna be. I can't wait for Canelo next fight after that. We gonna see what these numbers talking about, because that looked horrible. Eleider Alvarez dropped the man 3 times, and he got a TKO stoppage. And he's a full-fledged, bigger than Kovalev, experienced amateur with solid power. And Kovalev didn't get knocked out brutally with his eyes closed. Andre Ward, bigger than Canelo, same thing. Kovalev got stopped, yes, but he didn't get stopped. He didn't get stopped like... I mean, come on. He said Canelo got that star from Mario. Yeah. Something about that is not adding up. You guys can decipher what it is. I don't know who did what. I don't know what it was. That don't make no sense. You didn't stop Trout. You didn't stop Angulo in that fashion. And he ain't got no D. And he was in a detention center where he was about to get deported by early Trump or some shit. So he wasn't even the best version of Angulo, and you didn't do that to him. Chavez Jr., no defense. You didn't do that to him, right? You didn't do that to Triple G in 2 fights. All these are in lighter divisions. You didn't even knock out Liam Smith with a headshot, right? And it took 9 rounds to get him out of there in a competitive fight, more so than you were losing. Canelo was losing the Kovalev fight. And then on top of it, bro, like Golden Boy is like, there is like Team Canelo, they trying to spit in your face with it. Everything surrounding it, and the scorecards look horrible. They would do a better job if this was a fit and the scorecards were at least. Why you gotta cook the scorecards though? Why you gotta cook the scorecard? You know what I'm saying? Like if all 3, I would be less inclined to believe that it was something something was up if more of the other aspects made sense. Like if Canelo was stopping all these other guys with 2 and 3 punches. Bro, when has he showed 2 or 3 punch knockout power with headshots? Not body shots, but to the head. If the scorecards, not one judge had Canelo losing. Not one of them. That don't look weird. Like if all 3 judges had Kovalev winning, then I would be like, maybe. But they don't even try to do that, bro. They have him winning on 2 of the 3 scorecard and a draw on the last one. Why is one judge? Ask yourself this. Why does one judge think it's extremely close to be a draw, but the 2 other judges have Canelo winning by 2-3 rounds? And their rounds aren't even the same round. You're giving Kovalev this round, the other person's not. Bro, this look bad. This look bad. Bro, they might have did Canelo in with this one. Nothing about it makes sense. You're going to give the loser a contract in advance. Hey, if you lose, we should send you back to ESPN, but we want you back on our network after you got knocked the fuck out and you got court cases. Bro, ain't nobody finna do that. I'm sorry. Kovalev got a court case at the end of this month, getting kicked off of planes and biting bitches and all types of shit. You want him on your network. Man, nope. I just thought about that. It's over. It's over for him. So, okay. Let me get this straight. Let's say I have my own Ego Promotions, right? And Hannibal Lecter, I want to put him in with Canelo. I make Hannibal Lecter a deal that even if Canelo knocks you the fuck out, that I'm going to leave you on my network instead of sending you back to where you came from. Bro, Kovalev got cases. Why? Who would even want to deal with that? He got Me Too cases. Me Too cases, and they wanted to inherit him instead of him going back to ESPN. Bro, I would not want Hannibal Lecter. Hello, Clarice. There once was a caretaker who tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Bro, Hannibal, get the fuck out of here. Go back to ESPN. My DAZN fighter destroyed you, so you take the Chianti and fava beans and all this bullshit and get the fuck on. That's what I would say. Hello, Clarice. You gonna just leave him on the network? The motherfucker got cases. Man, get the fuck out of here. The more I think about it, the more y'all going down. Ain't nobody trying to assume. Like, okay, so the NFL, Ray Rice, they took him off the Madden cover. Ain't nobody trying to touch him. Ain't nobody trying to sign him because he had the domestic violence on camera. That's like Madden saying, oh, yeah, we're going to put you on the cover. We weren't going to put you. We were going to put Brady on the cover, but you hit her. You hit the chick. Now we're going to put you on the cover. Bro, come on, bro. We going to put you on the cover for punching the girl up in the elevator. I punched Lana Del Rey right in the face twice like Ray Rice in front of elevator surveillance to celebrate with the Ravens. Eminem was killing that. Anyway, till his head is banging on the railing. That don't even sound right, bro. You gonna leave him on the network? He got cases and all types of bad juju, rumors that he offers Ciroc. That motherfucker be drinking Ciroc more than Diddy. And Diddy a rapper. He be drinking Ciroc more than French Montana. Mac and cheese, huh? Montana. Like, that motherfucker think he a Ciroc boy. They say he drinking and all that. You gonna leave him on the network? Man, stop. That motherfucker drink. He got the new, look. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all Kovalev in training camp. I'm gonna show y'all. The streets need it. This is Kovalev in training camp. I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta get set up.
Great morning start with the mattress from Ashley.
Yeah, he got hella cases and stuff. Come on, bro.
Like the Ashley Sleep 12.
There's another Rottweiler, another one. You get smacked silly, and I was already your fist and spaghetti. Look. Take that. Bad boy. Let's get it. Like, you training for the Kovalev? I mean, you training for Canelo fight? Take that. Bad boy, baby. I'm motherfucker trying to train for the fight off that rock. Bro, stop. So that, bro, that's not suspicious. That's not suspicious that, hey, let me give you him a deal in case he lose. Who does that? Like, you see, in a way, had a contingent deal with Top Rank. If he won the World Boxing Super Series and beat Donaire, that they were going to announce he was signed to Top Rank. But I'm sure if he would have lost, he probably wouldn't have got that deal. But Kovalev, the only first man in America, could get deals from bad performances. And they're so confident that they want you back on the network, even though you've given bad performances and were almost knocked out in your last fight. They're so confident. You're not no ratings draw like that, but they want you on the network. Man, stop. That don't make no sense. Y'all can try, say I'm hating. I don't care. That don't make no sense. That don't make none. Gave him a deal. And then they announced Canelo. They announced Canelo as, it says tonight Canelo becomes 4 division champion. They said that before the fight started when we was waiting for UFC. How you going to say it with such certainty? That's like, imagine NBA, they're doing game 6 in the NBA, the Warriors need game 6 against one more game to beat the Raptors. And it's like, tonight the Golden State Warriors three-peat. They won the championship for the last 3 years. And tonight the Warriors become, for the 3rd consecutive year, champion. Bro, what? How you gonna say someone three-peats before the game even happened? And the other team can push it to a game 7. Bro, this is sloppy. Sloppy. Bad planning. And the funny thing is, when I suggest this, people come out of the woodwork. Oh, no, how could you speculate? Like boxing is the most non-crooked sport. Like, it just only wholesome things and sunshine and rainbows happen in boxing. We don't get messed up referees and like Joseph Parker, the referee versus Carl Froch and George Groves, Adelaide Bird scorecard. Like, nothing crooked ever happened. It's just like, no, how could you? Okay. I tried. I slept on it. I thought I can't see it no other way. And the worst part about it is, watch this. If Canelo keeps fighting people who, like, if he don't fight the people who are telling him to fight, his numbers are going to continue to drop. So the great thing, the saving grace for us is this. If he don't fight who he needs to be fighting, which we've already talked about several times, his number's going to drop and there's going to be more pressure for him to fight that. Like, if he goes after Saunders and Triple G, again, weak links based on their recent performances, they would be considered the weaker links, right? Billy Joel inconsistent, blah, blah, blah. Or he's going to fight the people that he needs to fight, like Beterbiev, who they said was lesser than Kovalev, right? And if he's not hurting these guys and knocking them out and stuff like that, then something's going to be extremely off-putting about that. You said Beterbiev is lesser than Kovalev. Shout out to UK. Your team said Beterbiev is lesser than Kovalev. You destroyed what you believe to be a better light heavyweight in his prime. So if you can't hurt Beterbiev, somewhere along the lines, you lied. We don't believe what you're saying. So if anything, no matter if you think it's a fix or whatever, they have put an immense amount of pressure that we know is going to be hard to live up to. If Canelo is this strong, bro, Canelo looked worse at this weight to me. He looks slow and sluggish, but he manifested enough 2-3 punch knockout power to do something that other full-fledged light heavyweights can't. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. I'm not buying it. It just, no matter what you slice it. Okay, so the fight you throughout your last week, I can pull it up. Throughout his last 6 or so fights, he has not knocked out anyone outside of maybe Amir Khan with a headshot in single shots, 2 or 3 increments. James Kirkland, that wasn't 2 or 3 shots. He badly hurt James Kirkland, who kept getting up, and this started in round 1. And then he knocked him out in the 3rd round. So that was still attrition. He was like, he was losing the Kovalev fight, and then he showed this phenomenal Thor power to knock someone out in 2 to 3 punches. But Kirkland is not even known as a reliable chin, and you were a little bit bigger than him, and he kept getting up and fighting back to his best of his ability throughout round 1, where he was badly hurt in round 1, got back up, survived 3 whole minutes in round 2, and then got dropped again in round 3, and then that's where you iced him. But you fight Kovalev 15 pounds heavier, and then you're able to show this phenomenal 2-3 punch knockout power that you haven't showed in your worst performance. That's Canelo's worst performance. Name a worst performance. Name a worst performance where he looked worse than the Kovalev fight for much of the fight. So the fight where you look the worst, bro, it's FAF. Trust me. Name a fight where he looked worse. That's probably why he doing interviews and stuff now. Open up his gym. He's trying to get back in people's good graces. Bro, that look FAF. That I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. I'll tell Canelo to his face, bro. That didn't look right. How, like, he didn't look this bad versus nobody and still didn't do this. Like the Golovkin fight, he didn't look horrible. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some sweet stuff, looked sharp on the ropes, and you know, and you didn't do this, none of this to none of them. But you move up 15 pounds, put on your worst performance where you look sluggish and having trouble with his frame and his size and his weak jab. But then you miraculously hit him harder than every light heavyweight, including Anthony Yarde, Ward, who acclimated to the division. Bro, there's no way I'm gonna buy this. Like I said, Golden Boy pushed it with this one. Ward had to take, okay, so keep this in mind. Andre Ward to me is a better skill set fighter than Canelo. Canelo's good, but Ward he has more to it. And part of it is Andre Ward has better feet. Canelo, if he had fast feet, he would be more of a problem, but he doesn't. So that's one of the weaknesses of Canelo. Anyway, Ward fought at light heavyweight and got a gold medal, and then fought his career mostly at 168. Took fights to acclimate, still got dropped by the undefeated Kovalev, and still was in a competitive fight. With tune-ups, even though he had experience at light heavyweight. Canelo, first fight, you're showing this phenomenal power, and you ain't even done this to Chavez. And you're not even looking good in the fight, and just out of nowhere, man, hell nah. No. I look at boxing so intently, like it sticks out like a sore thumb. And you ain't never heard me just say a bunch of stuff was fixed, bro. They tried it. There's no way you could convince me. And people want to play dumb and semantics, like, oh, showing pictures of Kovalev getting punched. I'm not saying Kovalev didn't get punched with the final blow. I never said that, ever. So I don't know who y'all listening to. I've never said that. I never said that. That punch could have been real. But how did it come about? Did he open himself up, and like give up his chin? Was he going full force? I want to destroy this man and take everything for 11 rounds up until that happened. You're not going to convince me otherwise. You're not going to convince me that Kovalev was trying his best to hurt Canelo, and he just came up short. Canelo's face was red after the fight, and Kovalev looked like he had a bullshit game plan and was throwing bullshit punches. And based on the size differential, and all this, you could say I'm lying or how could you believe this? Watch what Canelo does with that 175 belt. Let's see if he goes after better beef, because you're not going to be able to buy off the whole division. There's other killers. Bro, it's so predictable what Golden Boy's doing. I don't even understand. What did I say? I said I think he'll fight Triple G, or he'll fight Billy Joe Saunders, or maybe some wild card that nobody's even thinking of, like something. Like, here's an example. If John Ryder beats Caleb Smith tomorrow, then he might got a chance to get the Canelo fight. And they'll say, oh, John Ryder, he beat. Like, so even though it don't look like Canelo wants smoke with Caleb Smith, if for some reason, because John Ryder got some power, and there's still questions about Caleb Smith. So if John Ryder somehow beats Caleb Smith, look for a guy like him. That's precisely what I'm talking about with a wild card type of person. Somebody that no one even thought of, but trying to do off the heels of, just Bob Arum. He tried the same thing with Pacquiao when he had him. Chris Algieri barely got past Ruslan Provodnikov, and then magically that's Pacquiao's next opponent. Not Broner back then when he was undefeated. Not Maidana, Sean Porter, or these other great Keith Thurmans and Errol Spence, Kell Brook at the time. It was Algieri. It's the same. It's the same type of 1-2 from the promoters. If John Ryder, mark my words, if John Ryder somehow beats Caleb Smith tomorrow, or stops him, or beats him on decision, split decision, then look for his name to enter the Canelo sweepstakes. It's all too predictable. So they'll be like, okay, John Ryder, Triple G, Billy Joe Saunders. Watch. I would be, if Canelo fights Artur Beterbiev at 175, no catch weight, no hidden rehydration clauses, unification for unification at the full 175 next, I would be shocked. I would be actually shocked. And the funny thing is, what I'm saying ain't even a big ask. His team says Beterbiev is lesser than Kovalev. Okay, so even if the fight wasn't FAF, you just knocked out Kovalev, the best guy, you said, with 2 or 3 punches. So Beterbiev should be easy, right? You said it was going to be easy. Block Milton. Bro, you notice they don't come up with no argument. You said Beterbiev is light work compared to Kovalev, and you just made Kovalev look like light work in the 11th round. So beat Beterbiev. You can't. You're not gonna ruin everybody's career and everyone gonna be paid off. That's what I'm saying. Do that to Caleb Plant. Do that to David Benavidez. Do it to Caleb Smith if he looks great versus John Ryder. See, this is what I'm saying with the predictability of Golden Boy. John Ryder stylistically is a better fight for Canelo than Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith, we don't know everything he's capable of, but he's 6'4", 6'4.5". He throws nice, crisp, hard shots, and his style would definitely give Canelo more issue with his height and reach and all that. So John Ryder is smaller. Canelo could deal with that style a lot easier. Styles make fights. So like I said, if John Ryder beats Caleb Smith, then all of a sudden look for him to call out Canelo or some scripted looking bullshit, and look for his name to enter the existing guest of Triple G or Billy Joe Saunders wild card that I've made. It's easy to see. You know, and it's funny because like people say, oh, you just love PBC and stuff. Notice PBC is putting together matches that they're just doing it on their own agenda. Like, it's not predictable. I didn't know Wilder was going to fight Luis Ortiz. I didn't think he would want to take that fight again. You know, it's not that it's saying he's scared, but I'm just saying that you had nothing to prove. You know, it's a dangerous fight, and the guy that hurt you, I didn't know they were going to do that. But randomly for Joshua Ruiz fight week, he just announced it. I'm fighting Luis Ortiz. So you get an element of surprise. You know, I didn't know that Anthony Durrell and David Benavidez, people were speculating that one of them might not want the fight or whatever, and they randomly just announced it, right? I didn't know Pacquiao Thurman was going to happen this year, and then it just happened. Golden Boy is becoming increasingly predictable with the matchmaking as it pertains to Canelo. It's just super predictable. That's why it's like DAZN marketing team, they should stop, because they keep, this is what Top Rank did with Pacquiao. They're putting all these slew of names and graphics together. Jorge Masvidal, you know he's not fighting him. You know he's not fighting Caleb Plant. Why are you even doing this? So all the people acting like, oh, what does Canelo got to do to catch a break? It's really not that hard. All he has to do is fight somebody that we are asking him to fight. Man, it's going to be crazy. DAZN got a lot of questions they got to answer. I don't think this has been a great year for them. Like, and then, like, this is bothersome to me as a real boxing fan. This is like mind blowing. Look at this, people. Joshua Ruiz, 4 weeks to go. And that's till the actual fight date. So it's really like less than that because fight week, you know, I count Monday or Tuesday whenever the events start. What type of promotion has the fight received? No, the stadium is not finished either. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro. Andy Ruiz got to win this, bro. Because Eddie Hearn messed that one up. That could have been a big classic type of fight. Bro, this is the venue. Look, they ain't got no roof. I don't know what they doing, bro. I don't know. This could have been a classic big fight, like where everyone was checking for it. Like, bro, I don't see how you can. I agree with Leonard Ellaby what he said to Wilder. It's like you have a ceiling. You have a ceiling on the app because your success is dependent on the growth of the app. This is what I feared. Listen to what I'm saying. Your success is indicative on how many constant subscribers at any given time the app has. And based on DAZN's business model, it's liable to fluctuate. If someone signed up for KSI Logan Paul and it's over, some of those people are going to be like deuces. If somebody was signed up and they had buffering technical issues and they didn't like it, they're going to say deuces. If somebody is unaware of what's on and they cancel it or don't get it, then how are you going to become a household name? And at any given time, DAZN has released no numbers, no subscriber count, no data. That's not like HBO. That's not like Showtime. It's not like Fox. Who believes that people like in America, where this is all I'm talking about, DAZN America, their mark in America. Who believes that families are subbing and unsubbing from HBO or Fox? Like, meaning your cable package has Fox. And you're like, man, this is ridiculous. And then you get rid of Fox as a channel. It's not really likely. Basic cable packages have Fox. But you look at premium channels like HBO and Showtime, like my parents have HBO and Showtime. It's not something that they click off and on. They just leave it as part of their running bill. But an app is a bit different. And with the count, with the kind of scheduling that DAZN has, I could see people on and off. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm the king of analogies. It's like working out and you go hard for 2 weeks and then you stop for 2 months. And then you get motivated again, so you go hard for another 3 weeks and then you stop for another 3 months. With that stop and go traffic, I don't see how you're going to make household names with that. You have to have a grounded subscriber base where people are staying. Like, again, Fox, you think Fox, let's say today Fox has, I'm just going to make a number, 18 million homes that they do. You think by the time Charlo fights, that number is going to be 10 million? Like 8 million people said, oh, fuck cable. And 8 million people just got off of Fox. Same thing with HBO. You think HBO has a subscriber base of 12 million or whatever it is. And then by the time, you know, this show comes on, everybody dropped off of it. Come on, bro. But with the app, that's very, very feasible. I got this for KSI Logan Paul. It served my purpose for that. I'm out. So again, how do you make Canelo? People say, oh, Canelo making money. Yeah, that's cool. But what about his career? What about his legacy? What about his visibility? Bro, Canelo fights are less. That's a great word, visibility. This man's visibility is, this motherfucker got a waist trainer on. that visibility getting sucked up, crackhead style. Keep calling me, bro. That's how I see it. How you gonna keep people visible? How you gonna keep Canelo visible? And he's not even an entertaining person, like character in boxing. You know, some people like Tyson Fury's antics, Wilder's antics. Some people in combat sports like Conor McGregor, Floyd got people talking, but Canelo purposely like separated himself. Like, oh, I'm not like Floyd. I don't like to do talking. I do all my talk with this. So what's he gonna do now? He gonna be a showman and start, you know, doing reality shows and stuff, and he never been like this before. And if he does do that, then that shows you a sign of the times his star power is dwindling, because when he was on HBO, he didn't do none of that. So if you all of a sudden see Canelo doing reality shows and whatever, he didn't have to do that. Bro, you are seeing the fail. You are seeing fighters who are fighting on DAZN, and they have to advertise that they're fighting on DAZN. KSI, Logan Paul. Hey, here's how to get the fight. Click on this link. When Canelo and Golovkin was fighting on HBO, did you ever see that? Did you ever see Golovkin? He'll say, watch my fight on HBO. He ain't sending you no fucking link to how to order it. It was just understood. And like Deontay Wilder saying, what's understood don't have to be explained. People don't even know how to get this. There's still people out there like, yeah, man, this experiment is not looking good. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Not looking good, bro. Canelo got to advertise his own fights and send links and shit. He never did that. When he was with HBO show, I never seen him do that. I followed the man the whole time on social media. I never seen him like, hey, if you want to watch my fight with Jose Cito Lopez on Showtime, click the link. It was already understood. It was a simple process. Either you have Showtime or you don't. Or you're going to get it or you don't. Same thing with HBO Canelo. Hey, if you want to watch Chavez Jr., holla at HBO. You didn't have to do step-by-step install instructions and all that. I see Canelo leaving Golden Boy. I don't know how, but I see it. Mark my words, I'm a prophet in this game. I see it somehow, some way, just like Mayweather left. Canelo's, his legacy and his star power is being impacted too much. So he's making a lot of good money, but he might be working on an exit strategy. And the other thing is this. DAZN, and this is what I told y'all from the beginning. The big problem that I seen with DAZN from the beginning, and you checked my old videos when they first came out, and Eddie Hearn was like, oh yeah, selling the people a dream, con artist style, is if you have that much money tied up in few fighters, your business model is, in this sport, is all wrong. I repeat, if you have that much money tied up in a handful of fighters, your business model is all wrong. Because, like I said from the beginning, if you're paying someone $365 million, that's the face of your organization. You're heavily invested at that point. Like, have you ever done something and you realize maybe halfway through that you shouldn't do it, but you do it anyway? Like, let's say I'm driving and then it's late at night and there's not that many cars out, and I'm going down a one-way, and I'm going down the wrong way on a one-way street. And you're so far down the one-way before you realize you're going the wrong way. So you're like, fuck it. I'm instead of reversing right here and going all the way back around, I'm just going to ride this bitch out, and then I'll make the first turn to get out of it. You know, I'll just look out for cars. So that's how it is sometimes. When you're that invested in something, made a bad decision, you just had to ride that bitch out. You get what I'm saying? You got to just ride that one out because you're so deep into it. So similarly with Canelo, you invested that type of money in him, biggest, largest sports contract ever, right? You deeply invested into him. So what are you going to do for his fights? If he lose, this is boxing. If he lose, bro, that's you just gave the man $70 million. You're going to be hurt. You paid Canelo $70 million this year, allegedly, if he lose, what you gonna do? So are you gonna put him in easy fights, stuff like that? Just like Joshua. They gave Joshua money for Povetkin and Ruiz. And from what it sounds like, he got 20 million plus. Making great money. All that for Ruiz to take it away like that. So now you kind of, the way boxing fans look at it, you 40, 50 plus million in the hole with Joshua. Just because his stock is not high right now. That's why they triggered the immediate rematch. They didn't want them belts to get away to PBC. That's why Eddie Hearn tried to make a video. I seen him, and he was like, oh, people are saying, oh, it's a PBC. PBC has the belts. It's not about that. Yes, it is. Trust me, it is. You don't want Ruiz and Wilder because, bro, you would really get killed. If you didn't if you didn't risk it all, hoping Joshua can right his wrongs, then you would really get killed because PBC would likely make not Wilder Ortiz or Wilder Fury. They would have went into Wilder Ruiz and had the biggest event in the heavyweight division. So yes, it absolutely is about those belts and them belts not fleeing to the PBC brand. And the worst part about it, if everything's on the up and up, this still can happen. If Wilder wins and Ruiz wins, then the game plan is back in, the time bomb is still set. PBC will have all the belts. And the best you can do is try to hate and try to get mandatories and, Kubrat Pulevs and Usyk to get the belts. But the only part about that is usually the sanctioning bodies try to bow down if it's a unification. So why is Eddie Hearn talking about a mandatory? Unless he knows something or unless someone's being bought out or something. Why would the sanctioning bodies get in the way of Wilder Ruiz, which would be the biggest heavyweight fight for Undisputed? And if the sanctioning bodies are willing to do something like that, then that's not the greater thing for boxing. So I understand PBC making their own belts. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it all plays out. Why do you want to even deal with that? Okay, right when it's most inconvenient, mandatories get made. When no one wants to see the mandatory, they get made. When everyone's dying to see Charlo versus Triple G, it don't get enforced. When everyone's dying to see Canelo versus Charlo, he becomes the franchise champion. When everyone doesn't care about Lomachenko versus Corolla, the mandatory is enforced and made. When everyone wants to see Devin Haney step up, fight Lomachenko, he becomes a franchise champion. So if boxing keeps shooting itself in the foot, I don't mind PBC having that deep of a stable coming up with their own belts so they can recognize their own thing, and we can start seeing some of the best fights, make them in-house, do tournaments and that type of stuff, because boxing is on some BS. Sanctioning bodies is like have different relationships with different promoters are doing, bro. Let's just get rid of all that. So I'm with it. Because these sanctioning bodies are making up their own rules, and you can have more clenbuterol, all types of stuff. We gonna call mandatories and then not enforce it and make franchise champions. Let's just do away with all that. Save the fighters a couple $100,000 and get back to some good fights. So it's to me, I like it because it's at least some type of structure. We know the PBC has a big roster, so at least you can handle yours within yours. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not mad because it's at least PBC can police PBC and have their own governing body, and they have the roster to do it. It's going to hurt the other people that don't have the roster to do it. But, it's just like things are as important as you make them. Like a dollar bill, the almighty $20 in America, people care about currency. You go to some of these other countries, they're not as tripping off of paper money. You get what I'm saying? There's other things. They want to sightsee. They want to look at, monuments and shit. So things can be only as important as you make them. And we put precedence on these belts. And then they created more and more belts, and the almighty dollar got involved. 707, y'all know what it is. The almighty dollar got involved, so they kept making more, and taxing people and having a better relationship with this person and this promoter, so they cater to this person. Man, it's a mess. And that's why boxing continually and perpetually doesn't always get the best fights. Mikey Garcia, Lomachenko. That could have been a baby Super Bowl. Could have been a big fight. Mikey was undefeated, but Mikey had to go up fight 147 because it was what he called out, and it was doable. Top Rank, I don't think they really wanted Loma to fight Mikey. So, yeah, if they can, I applaud them. And if Dana White go to PBC, like start messing with PBC and really become like an additional promoter in boxing, Zuffa boxing, then it's really that's gonna hurt the zone. If they start running like the UFC, make their own boxing, we're gonna see how it all plays out. But yeah, a lot of people are gonna try to hate, because PBC's doing it, but I'm not mad at it. Somebody need to police this. So if you can police, you have all these fighters and you can police it within yours and make sure we're getting good fights in like tournament style thing, then I ain't mad at it. Because it's too many belts and shit. Why we got Keith Thurman and Pacquiao both got WBA belts? Man, fuck that. That's why they had to fight. And the fighters feel the same way. Terrence Crawford, I got an interview with him. He just said, nah, I don't believe in silver, interim, franchise champion. I don't mess with none of that. One champion in the division, That's why he did undisputed. So it actually benefits boxing if the great fights are made and, sanctioning bodies can't just keep taxing fighters and changing their rules, adding clenbuterol, making additional belts. Mandatory is supposed to be called, and then they don't get called. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, Triple G, every mandatory I wanted to see him fight, he never fought. The mandatories I didn't give two pieces of shit about, he fought. Like when every time it's like, bro, he could fight Encino Man. Oh, it's my mandatory. People are off that. That's my time, people. Holla at the kid. I got stuff to do. I'll be in Vegas next week covering the Wilder fight. It's going to be a good one. Stay tuned. We're going to see who the face of boxing is. I promise you that. I'll let you know how Vegas is. I'll let you know how the fight is. You'll be able to live vicariously through me. Check out the channel. Subscribe. We're going to see. We're going to see if it's a poppin' fight week. We're going to see if he sells more than 10,000 fight tickets. That's the number Canelo just recently did in Vegas. We're going to see if Wilder wait for UFC, ABC, BVD, HIV. We're going to see if his fight is made to take a back seat. Face of boxing, Deontay Wilder. I'm out.